Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrorble Opinions podcast. As always, I'm your sound guy host, Kenny.
I am Daniel, and I always exceed the parameters of the mission.
I remember the old days when you could drive through a police line and not immediately get shot, even when you knocked over a police horse. Those were good days, Ryan.
I think the police horse knocked itself over.
Did the credits say no animals were harmed in the making of this?
I feel like
Did
that was
anyone
an
say
accident.
to check that? I felt bad for those horses.
Why?
Because they're out there being all scared. Look, I don't like horses. I don't trust them. I don't mean they need to be out there getting all scared.
Daniel and I once tried to find them, and we couldn't. So they're very sneaky.
That's true. That's a true story.
All they
Where
did
the
was
fuck did they
hide.
go? I don't
Where
know.
did they go?
Seriously, Daniel, where were they? In that barn that we
You
looked?
don't.
No,
Were you gonna ask why I don't trust horses?
because you open mouth kissed one once and it didn't call you back.
No, that was Daniel. It was supposed to meet me to open mouth kiss me, but then it was off open mouth kissing Daniel.
Oh,
That's not why. They're just big enough to be destructive to my body, but
I'd say they
People still
exceed
trust them?
that just quite a bit.
I mean, a smaller thing could do it too. But like, people
A
aren't just
Lego.
casually walking up to a deer.
A Lego is big enough to cause destruction to your body.
I feel like a horse
Fact.
kick I would die.
Yeah, you would
know?
die.
you would, of course.
And a horse bite, I would not be happy. You ever see a horse bite like a kid and throw it in the air with its mouth? Did you ever see that video of the horse that was just eating baby chickens?
You ever see the video of the horse and the girl?
You ever hear the story about why
Did you ever hear the
interspecies
sound?
relations were made illegal?
You ever hear the
in that one
sound of
state
the horse
because
and
of the
girl?
horse?
This guy probably captured that sound. That's a segue.
Blowout.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
1981.
I didn't know the year, so I couldn't do it. I was going to say like 82.
Brian De Palma.
Brian De Palma. Now, Daniel, Brian De Palma has made some very classic films. Could you tell me one?
Mission to Mars.
Yes.
I knew that's the one.
Of course that's the one. Now, why is that the one, Daniel?
I haven't seen it.
But I don't understand, Daniel. I was there.
But
you were there.
But Brian De Palma has received money from me to see said movie.
Well, I feel like he received money from your parents.
No, it was actually your
It
dad.
was actually, yeah, yours.
Did he buy everyone's tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
He was excited for
Why
it.
didn't you just sneak us in? I know. Probably
Yeah.
could have fit Daniel in like a duffel bag.
Look, I had a good time with the movie. I was the only one who did.
Wouldn't know.
Which movie are you talking about? This movie?
Mission to
Oh,
Mars.
Mission to Mars. Mission to Mars.
There's this one part, and it was the only part of the whole movie, but it really carried it. for
Okay,
me
I'll
when
give
the
the
people
synopsis.
Got ripped up by that twister on Mars.
Okay, synopsis for Mission to Mars.
Go.
Daniel
Yeah.
stays up the whole night playing video games or something. I don't know what he was doing. He's a little
It's the
guy.
year
He's
2000.
crazy. He's wacky. Doesn't sleep.
Carefree. Of course.
Carefree. Not a care in the world. That's what carefree means. Then he goes to a movie theater to see a movie that
He does.
everyone was excited for.
Well,
And you know these movie theaters? You know what they are? They're dark. They're cold. And they're comfortable.
okay.
So you know what he does?
What does
He goes
little
to sleep.
Daniel do?
He goes to sleep. The deepest.
The
sleep.
deepest, best
The
of
best
sleep.
sleep of my entire life.
Was there a crevice?
Was
And that's
there a
it.
crevice, Daniel?
I don't know. That's how good the sleep was. I cannot tell you anything about it.
Our theater isn't even bougie. Those seats don't recline or nothing. Those
Didn't
are just
need it.
stiff ass seats.
It's the atmosphere
fact
created
that folded
was enough.
chairs-
That is the power of a Brian De Palma film.
And I was thinking, Daniel, we did not get enough Dennis Franz ass for my liking.
I was also thinking that, and this was completely organic the way you just said that just now. I was definitely thinking that as well.
I wasn't talking about
I'm
a
sure Kenny has thoughts
on the vroom vroom vroom.
about Dennis Franz's ass.
Well, did you know that Dennis Franz played Earl in the the Goodbye Earl Dixie Chicks music video?
I did know that, actually.
That's kind of
Wow.
fun fact. Is he alive?
Of course he's alive.
Is he?
No, I don't care. Yes, he's alive.
Is he?
I don't want to spend time finding out. He's alive.
Well, you're
Is
not
he
going to spend
retired?
time. Kenny's going to spend time.
I'll handle it. We'll have a whole computer freeze or something for me to look it up and stuff. Carry on.
That's
Yeah,
good.
he's alive.
He's good. Now, we also got John Lithgow, and I'm happy that this because I like him more as a funny character. So I'm happy that this is his definitive role as a psycho. This is what he shall ever be known as. This is it.
This is
One
it.
and done.
This is the one.
He doesn't need to do it ever again.
Nope.
I agree.
Never again. He's so young.
And yet,
If I had seen this, I wouldn't have been surprised by
Dexter.
his performance in Dexter. Yeah.
Well, you haven't seen
Why?
Raising Cain then.
He's really
I haven't
good
seen
in
Raising
Dexter.
Cain. Does he do it again? Is there another?
Yeah.
Is this before that? Is this after that?
This is before.
I don't think he's particularly anything special in this one. That character doesn't get a chance to shine. Like, he doesn't get to showcase the acting chops in this role.
So you're saying he didn't exceed the parameters of the role?
Right. Well, maybe he did, but they cut that. They time copped it out of there because he was too good. You're taking away from my young man over here, Travolta. I mean, look at this head of hair on this man. Always gonna have this head of hair, this beautiful Travolta lips. Can't take away from him.
God did take the hair away, though.
Yeah.
Did he give it to Nancy Allen, Daniel?
Maybe she's
Did
still
he?
got hers. Probably.
Her whole thing is weird, and I don't like it.
I don't know what.
Okay.
I like.
Do it.
I like it. No, here's what, Kenny. How do you feel about wind sounds? Do you like wind sounds?
I'm tired of these old wind sounds. We need to
Did
get these
anybody
new
give a
wind sounds.
synopsis?
Did you? And the
No.
Give us a synopsis.
and the before the calamity.
Before pre-calamity?
Pre-calamity. Did we get a synopsis?
We don't talk about it. There could be
Pre-calamity.
another one. This shit is all over the place.
Okay. Sound guy.
I gotcha.
Sound guy is capturing sounds at night. And he sees...
That would have been more better. I love that. It would have been better if you had said sound guy was capturing night sounds at night.
Oh, night sounds?
Yeah, that would have been much better.
At night.
Okay, time
Sorry,
cop, make it
go
so
ahead.
I said that.
Okay.
Time cop, make me funny.
Time cop, make me funny. And he accidentally captures or sees a car crash into water, and he captures it with his audiocular equipment, right? That's what you call that.
A directional microphone.
Audiocular equipment.
Nailed it.
Did you say he accidentally witnessed a car crash into a water?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's technically true. That just sounds funny. Like, I
And he
accidentally saw this car crash, officer. I didn't mean to.
He didn't go out
We
there.
didn't plan on it.
He didn't go out there with the intention of witnessing a car
This
crash.
is important because someone did.
Someone did.
Yeah.
Oh, Manny.
Manny.
And this turns into a whole thing because this is a big politician in the car, and it's a conspiracy of maybe they tried to kill him, maybe they was trying to get dirt on him. It's a conspiracy.
Gonna be a real enemy of the state situation.
And he pulls up his board and he starts tying the red string. He doesn't, but I feel like he should have.
Should have. There are a lot of things he should have done. I think it's funny that Manny says he can't swim, but his last name is Carp. That's a fish.
That's ironic.
That's pretty. I bet he can swim.
I bet he can swim.
Daniel,
he can swim.
Daniel, you left off that this is because this is coming out on the 4th of July, and this is a 4th of July movie. Daniel,
Is it though?
yeah, there were fireworks.
Okay, but when is Liberty
Just
Day?
because
4th of July.
Also,
Is
no,
it?
Liberty Day is
I
not
don't know.
4th of July.
Is
I
it?
don't,
I
think
don't
this
think-
has anything to do
I don't
with
think
4th
this is a 4th of July movie,
It ha-
Ryan.
Not at all.
It has, but it's got the
It's a-
Liberty Bell, which is like independence. Like, you know, a car drives through a glass window and knocks over some redcoats. What's more 4th of July than that?
Okay.
Liberty Day is... Oh, that's for Portugal. Never mind.
Well, when's their Liberty
When
Day?
is Portuguese Liberty Day?
It's the 25th of April. Why is that the first one that Bing gives me? Bing, you fucking suck.
Well, that's because it's coming
If
up. It's coming up first, Daniel.
Oh,
if
okay.
I being country's independence from England.
Well, there's going to be one like every 12 days.
We don't got time to go through this list, Kenny.
Gosh. Okay, so when I started watching this movie, first off, I never got
It's July
controversy.
8th.
July 8th. That's closer to my birthday than it is Independence Day.
Well, July 8th, 1776. That's not necessarily when we actually celebrate this.
Oh, that's not close to my birthday at all.
Yeah.
I wasn't born in the 1700s.
This might not be a thing. They might have made this up.
There were fireworks.
It might be 4th. It might be 4th of July.
But okay, so Ryan said we were watching Blowout, 1981,
And you went, huh?
and I'm like, is this? So I'm looking it up. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, is this a John Travolta film? I'm reading. It's like this doesn't necessarily sound like horror. So I'm trying to get confirmation that I'm watching the correct film. Never got it, by the way. So when I finally start this movie, and we're opening with like some POV stalker cam or serial killer cam, like going through, like looking at like boobs through windows and stuff like that. I'm like, this doesn't seem like the movie. But then I'm thinking the description of Blowout, and I'm like, oh wait, are we getting the this is the B horror film he's working on thing to start? Like I figured that out. Oh, finally, it took a second.
I figured that out when the camera pulled back and revealed that to me.
Me too, Daniel. I was so confused.
Okay, well,
I'm like, this is.
I was like, this is bad.
I'm like, where's the political? Where's the Nana beard part gonna come in? I don't.
This guy is heavy breathing and is invisible.
It was so bad.
He's so bad, but I see him in the mirror.
They pulled the camera back in the bathroom. It's a large dude.
Yeah. In the mirror, he looks fucking weird. He's goofy looking fucking dude. I love him. It should have been more?
It's Ted from accounting. He's great.
It's Tater Tot Doug before he became a lawyer.
The prequel.
I'm like, how's somebody seeing it? What is this fucking movie? Oh, gotta stop humping, seeing the peeper.
I think he had spine problems the way he was bent over like that.
I want to see that movie.
I just want to see that dude.
And I want it with the original actress's scream.
Ah!
Okay, this movie had a chance, possibly. I don't know when the thing I'm about to mention actually was.
Which movie?
First
the movie
used.
within the movie or the movie?
Both, technically. Because they should have gone, like, so we know what he does in the end with what scream he puts in there, which that's a whole fucked up thing anyway. But this movie had a chance to throw in the Wilhelm scream there for her. Like, we got it. We got the new scream. Like, they could have invented it, but I don't know if that existed.
What if instead of like her when at the end when he's strangling
now I would
her,
need it.
Instead of having her do that, her scream, it was she does the Wilhelm scream.
She does the Wilhelm, and that's what they. So she her last name.
Hold on, I need to make
Sally,
a note.
Sally Wilhelm.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? Okay, now go continue.
Oh, no.
Wilhelm dub.
Oh god, yeah. Put that
Magic.
Make yourself a little YouTube cut.
It's gonna be a little thing.
we finally made a De Palma film good with the Wilhelm scream.
That's right. That's what it's been lacking. Carrie didn't have one.
Nope.
Scarface
Scarface didn't have one.
I would be willing to bet money that Mission to Mars has one.
I bet when they go up in the tornado, they use one.
Would you watch Bloodbath?
Is that the name of it?
No. These are just the films he's worked on in the past 2 years. Bloodbath 2, Bad Day at Blood Beach, Bordella of Blood, which I think that name's already
that's a
taken.
movie.
Bordella of Blood is a movie.
That's a
Maybe
movie
not
that
at
came
this
out
time.
later. Yeah.
Oh, really?
If they're anything at all like the movie I'm seeing them work on, then yes, because I want to watch that stupid fucking movie. Like, that looks like a continuation of, like, the Slumber Party Massacre series or some shit, where that shit's ridiculous. But it's good. This didn't look good, but I would watch it, because, like, what the fuck was that? How are they not seeing him? Do they explain that? Does he have the one ring?
No, he's got the Predator camo on.
Uh-oh, Billy.
Oh, I didn't say uh-oh, Billy, but
No, Kenny just said uh-oh, Billy.
Okay, what's John's name in this?
Jack.
Trent? No,
they don't even give him the last name in the credits.
Okay, fine.
We got Jack, Sally, Burke, Sam, Donahue. Very few people have last names in this. Manny say Manny has one for some reason.
Burke is probably his last name.
You think? We've got, Hooker, co-ed lover.
Those are their last names.
Hell, the freaking news anchor guy doesn't even get a top cast billing. And I'd argue he's probably in it more than ecstatic co-ed.
Hey, Daniel, when Jack is doing the thunder sound cut, do you think he's labeled it Kenny's movement?
How excited was Kenny, and how he was like fucking anticipating? Play the thunder one.
Play the thunder sound.
I'm
going to bring you into the bathroom
the thunder
with me.
one
It's
on
fine.
there.
I'm ready.
Put the thunder one on.
I'm ready now.
I did have a BM in the middle of watching this movie, but I don't
just from
think
the
it
sheer
was.
anticipation of the thunder sounds
and shititation. And
this is a movie that could only you wouldn't be able to make this movie work now.
There's a lot of
why
Okay.
Because
I bet
everything's
this-
all digital. It'd be way
Oh, you can't
less interesting.
record over things. You can't delete things. You can't.
and a lot easier to be like, well, I could have
A lot
faked
easier
this.
to
Like,
fake
now
it.
it's everyone could have faked this.
And you lose all the like the interesting bits of him like putting it together, making like an animatic, putting the sound over it, all
Yeah,
that
you know
stuff.
what? That car crash, it was AI. The whole thing was AI. That
That's
Baltimore
right.
bridge going down, AI.
What?
That
That's
Timely.
the bridge took
There's
a
already
hit.
people saying
Couldn't
that.
take it.
That was Mothman, actually.
Oh
love Mothman.
shit!
He's a top tier cryptid, and I'm tired of people saying he's not.
How is he a top tier cryptid?
He has not prevented one
he
bridge from falling down.
Doesn't didn't do shit. Doesn't exist.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's two
what
strikes.
cryptids are you gonna say exist that instead of Mothman?
Now Muffman's a way better.
I've
cryptid.
seen Muffman, Kenny. You've shaved, but before I've seen him.
It's my superpower.
Bigfoot.
Why are you gonna say Bigfoot exists but not Mothman?
I mean, because Bigfoot's just a bear, so that exists.
Mothman's just a man who's a moth.
That's not a thing.
I can say justa to anything, Daniel.
Justa?
Yeah, you said Bigfoot's just a bear.
Yeah.
Mothman's just a big moth. Looks like a man.
Right, but he's not real. Bears
Ri-
are real.
Ryan's just a man that is growing taller than his hair. He's not balding.
Growing taller than his hair.
taller than
Leo's
his
growing
hair.
larger.
What's the a peeping tom is someone who like looks at the window. What's the
A
audio?
listening
What's the
tom?
audio equivalent of a peeping tom?
Where did I wrote down an answer to that somewhere.
Okay, good. Because
see.
Jack's gone outside on the bridge. He's got his directional microphone. He's got what we got. I got frog. I got an owl. I got a couple making out.
Guys. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Twin said, "Hey!" Oh, I just called him a listening Tom. That was
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
A little shallow, a little pedantic, but
yeah. You know any good screamers?
yeah.
He still didn't. Those other ones he brought in sucked. Now,
No.
guys, is it economic or is it economic?
Eck.
But they're not in Boston. In Boston, it would be economics.
Why do you ask?
It's not I don't think it's economics.
Because he said economics, and I'm like,
I think you can go both ways. You go wherever. You can say words however you want. And oftentimes
true.
we do.
we say words that aren't even words sometimes. I don't know. All I'm saying is when he's out there collecting good new wind,
Yes.
isn't that going to sound just the same as the old wind? Wind is
No.
wind.
This wind is going
Wind
through
is
the
not
trees.
wind.
It's wind.
No, there's some bad
Okay.
wind. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I've seen bad wind.
Like, maybe you got, like, fake-ass wind, like... like that kind, yeah.
Fucking Patrick Star wind.
I would say that's fake wind. And you want to get genuine wind from nature, or from
But
Earth.
Here's the thing, though. He's picking up wind, but I think he's getting the leaves rustling too. What if
That's
there's
good.
no
That adds
leaves?
to it.
What if there's no leaves in that part of the movie? It's in the desert.
Okay.
But there were leaves, there were trees.
But
Yeah,
not-
for the movie, because he's recording
But he's
stuff
trying
for
to
the
get
movie.
new wind to use in all their movies. You got to get a neutral wind, and then you go get leaf sounds, and then you got to build.
You think
the
you layer
layers
the
of
leaves
sound.
on top?
Yeah,
Mm.
you don't just have like juicy full wind. Like, what if he caught the owl too in the wind noises? There ain't no owls.
That just
in-
adds to it. That's just
Alabama?
more atmosphere. Sweet home Alabama.
I like it. I'm into it.
That's a children's movie coming out soon. It's an animated movie about a group of owls that live in Alabama, and it's basically Sweet Home Alabama, that
Yeah.
movie, but it's with owls.
With some great big hooters.
Big ol' hoot, tig ol' bitty. Wait, hit,
Remember
higgle
when we gave the disclaimer
hooties.
that sometimes we say words that aren't words? It's a public service announcement. That's what it is.
Ah, man. I don't know. Look, he's pointing his thing. Why is he like so creeping on those people having like let's just get like all sexy at the park and walk
Well,
around.
he's
And
having
just like
fun.
he's pointing the thing at him and he's just staring him down across like it's a little ways and he's like, I think that guy's watching us.
Sorry, did you
Who
say it's a
cares?
whittle ways?
it's a little ways away. There's a lot of pretty ladies around
A
here.
lot of pretty ladies out tonight.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this is a little creepy, but he's like, hey, I'm working. Don't worry. You guys do what you do. I just work in here. I'm gonna use your dumb audio in a movie. Don't even worry about it. You want $5? Whatever. Hey, Uh,
Go on.
he's just being a silly
I'm
guy.
glad
This
he's
seems fun.
entertaining himself.
Go on.
This seems. I want a directional microphone. I want to go stand out in a big
I
city
don't.
public
Are
park
they
at
that
night.
powerful
His is.
in 1981?
He used to work for the military, used to work for the police department. He knows how to add an extra battery to it, Daniel.
Yeah, he's.
I
good
don't
at
think just taping
waterproofing those
batteries
batteries.
to
You
it.
tape them
is gonna
to your
get-
taint, and the salt mixture
Oh,
Exactly.
conductivity
this guy shouldn't have
batteries
eaten.
burning him.
burns your nuts.
This
That's what it does.
Shouldn't have eaten Indian food before going on this undercover op.
Yeah, well, he used some old PSP batteries, and well, they were those
This-
little explosive pillows that we all know they can turn into. Yeah, but he's out there listening around, and you know what?
What?
This listening Tom, he hears a blowout. That's the name of the movie. So this is going to be important.
Is that someone shitting their pants?
He's like casually pointing around, hooting owls, wind.
Frog.
Couple's
Don't
about to get
forget
a
the fucking
bullfrog.
frog.
You always forget. You never think of the bullfrog. That's not what a bullfrog sounds
It's a
like.
good-looking frog. Have you ever seen a frog look this good?
I don't
No.
think it's real.
Let me answer the question for you. No, of course it's real. It moved.
Then why didn't they use an actual bullfrog sound?
What do you mean? Is that not what a frog's noise sound be?
No, either that or his microphone fucking sucks for animal noises.
Well, a frog can make a different frog noise. High pitch, low pitch.
Frogs make frog noises. That's what they do. That
Right, but
goddamn Battletoad.
No person has the same voice, right? Oh shit! But it's not a toad.
That's
it's
why he's
not
upset,
a toad.
Daniel. The frog wasn't making that sound, so he's confused.
It's not a toad. It's a frog.
Oh
We
shit!
don't know science.
That looked like a frog.
It was
Yes,
a bullfrog.
Ryan, but not a bull toad. Because that I don't know if that's a thing. I don't even know. Can I be honest with you guys? I
No.
don't know what the difference between a toad and a frog is.
Texture.
One of them's got a
Except-
bad rap.
Except they're spelled differently.
Barely. They all use the same alphabet.
Chub toad.
Chub Toad. Okay, look, this car blowout right into the pond there. All right,
It's a crick.
embarrassing.
But he
Now,
springs into action, no
He gonna
hesitation.
be a hero.
He gonna be a hero,
Dude,
like in that one movie with the one guy where the plane crashes and then he springs into action to save the people from the wreckage of the plane.
You're talking
also
about
a hero.
Is that what that's called?
No, that has Jet Li in it, and there were no planes in Jet Li's hero.
And he was actually wasn't he kind of a bad guy?
He's kind of a dick. I
Gina
thought.
Davis and Dustin Hoffman, hero.
No, they weren't in the
No,
Jet Li.
Jet
movie.
Li Hero 2004, presented by Quentin Tarantino. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Did you just throw out that year, or did you actually remember that?
I don't know if that's right.
It feels right.
You want me to bing it?
No,
Dang
don't
I'm
care.
just curious. I'd be impressive if you're right. Ah, man. Like, I probably would have drowned halfway to the car.
2002, sorry.
You were close. It felt right. Like, who else would have drowned halfway to the car, probably, in their excitement, like, taking in too much water
I
or
would have
something?
seen the car go down and be like,
These are my good pants. Like, these aren't my jizz sweatpants. Like, these are my regular
if
sweatpants.
these were my jizz sweatpants, maybe I'm going in.
'Cause they're
But
already toast.
I'm looking around for like the gesture to someone else to go in. Like,
Or, like, is there anybody here that clearly can't go in, but they're going to judge me for not going in? Because, like, if you're able-bodied and I'm able-bodied, and you can't call me an asshole if you don't go in either.
if
And
a
you know,
car...
the only other person there is Sting. No, it's Phil Collins.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If a car drowns itself in a forest, but no one's around to hear it, did it happen?
Maybe. If no one heard it, though, I don't know. But his sound equipment really sucks because Phil Collins was there, and you know what that tire actually sounded like when it blew? That's so you got the whole idea. I knew it. He gets down there. He's like, "Hey, like, you know, get out of the car. I'm trying to open the door."
You know
here.
what I appreciate
Unlock the door."
about the way this is shot?
Is that you can see
Is
Dennis
that-
Franz in the background leaving?
Yes, there are things happening in the background.
Yeah.
Another movie would have cut to the guy hiding in the shadows. You would have got like a close up of them then scuttling away. But no, he's just subtly in the back and then he scuttles off.
skitters across the bridge, right?
And I'm like, well,
Yeah,
how did
climbs
this
up it
guy?
like
How did this guy shoot the tire? Oh,
right,
right.
but he didn't.
He did. Yeah, that's right. He did.
But I would say he wouldn't be there.
It was very. That's why I'm like. I thought he somehow he shot the tire, but I couldn't figure out how he could have done it from that angle.
No. Even as it is, I don't think he would be there.
No,
Like
well,
how he could
so
have got the footage from that
How did he
spot?
get the footage
So,
and then scuttle over
Jack
there?
is on the bridge part that goes over the lake, and Manny is underneath it, and so, but they're all looking towards the road, which is following the bluff part, and that so it comes towards them. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I didn't have a huge
I'm
problem
Battletoad.
with that.
I guess that makes sense. I'll allow it.
I have problems with this movie. We'll get into it.
I don't
at the
really
end.
have any
Dan,
problems
what was your
with this
saying
movie.
going to be, Daniel? It's kind of like, you know what I mean.
You get it.
You get it.
You get it.
You get it.
Come on, you get it. I feel like that's what someone says when they're trying to like say like I'm not racist. I'm just saying like like
No, it's
What-
me.
like you get it.
Not even half explaining. Like eighth is explaining something, and then getting bored halfway through, and just be like, "You get it."
This guy gets it.
Yep. So Jack,
he's-
Jack I robots his way right down there. Swim.
That's true.
Blub blub blub.
Yeah. And he's trying to open the door. It's like you can't open the door when it sits under the water. You got to break that glass, son.
Oh man.
Go find you something to break the glass. He swims back up, looks around. He's like, "Oh yeah, rocks at
If
the bottom."
if the door opened inward, could you do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it was a
Probably.
push and not a pull, they should make push
You
doors
hear that, car
for cars.
manufacturers?
Open the doors in. Where the fuck are we gonna sit? I don't know.
I don't know. On the outside.
Maybe
That's not
Yeah.
my problem.
she should have had one of those little seatbelt window breaker like combination tools in the car.
Well,
I know it
aren't
wasn't
you-
her car, but you have one.
Aren't
in
you
your
supposed
purse
to
all
like
time.
take the headrest out and then jab it
Oh.
because it's got the
Wait,
it's got
how's
the
that going again?
prongies? You jab it. You just jab it
Like I'm-
you just jab
Like
it.
I'm
you know?
pumping at the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Got my
jabbing.
elbows out. Like I'm
You're a little party boy.
doing my elastic band resistance training. Yeah.
Getting real buff. Well, he saves the day. He finds a big ass rock conveniently next to the car underwater, and I'm thinking we're seeing a dead body in there already. And I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't think
He was holding
Well,
his breath
he probably
longer.
He probably smashed his head. Unlike
I thought he'd been
he wasn't
shot or
wearing-
something because there's
I
like
thought he'd
something
been shot
weird
too.
with
There
his
was blood.
Yeah.
There was blood. It's the early 80s. He's not wearing a seatbelt.
I think he smashed his face.
But anyway, I'm just thinking like, wait, does this person drown already? Because John Travolta's literally been holding his breath longer than this person's had to.
Right, but it's John Travolta.
This is true. And then he smashes the window and he starts pulling out a body that at first I think it's just a mannequin.
No, that's a person.
That's a
It is a person.
Kenny just thought because how stiff it was.
She was extremely stiff, and then I seen the knees start to bend. I'm like, oh, okay, because I was gonna laugh my ass off. That was just a fucking.
There is
like,
a
where
shot
did they
later
get
on
Kim
that I
Cattrall?
that I thought was a mannequin, but that was a stiff person too, because you can see her breathe later on.
A lot of people getting stiff in this.
I thought so. Earlier, there's a newscast going on about how the governor of maybe it's this state, is the popularity is huge. If they did an election now, he'd win the election for presidency, right? And so I'm like, okay, so this is the governor. I'm pretty sure this is the governor who gets killed. I'm like, all right, now this woman in there, ooh, is that his wife? Is that who she was?
Why?
Did you have a thought on who that was, or did you care?
I mean, I knew it's pretty obvious. I mean,
I thought
For us now, in this day and age, with what is it, 40 years of cinema between this movie and now that we've potentially seen, it's obvious. When it came out, might not have been so obvious.
okay. I first thought it was his
Nah.
wife, and then I thought, okay, not his wife, his daughter, and because then I saw how young she was. I didn't make honeypot connection for a while.
Well, I didn't necessarily think honeypot. I thought at least prostitute. I didn't know there was a full setup
thought
there. I think it was
prostitute, yeah,
oh
maybe a
shit, there was a prostitute. Because if this was anyone of actual importance to him, there would have been way more people on her, like in the hospital. Instead, she's just left there alone, and Travolta's allowed to get all up on her.
Metaphorically speaking, Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Kenny, I want to reenact a scene with you. Okay. I'm gonna be the cop, and you can be Jack. Are you
Oh,
ready?
God. Yeah, hit me.
So you heard a blowout.
I heard a bang, and then a blowout.
Okay, so you heard the blowout, and then you saw the car go into the water.
Well, I heard a bang, and then a blowout.
What are you saying?
Eh,
You heard
That
the blowout.
there was. No, God, what's he say? Oh, you mean like an echo? I'm a sound guy. I know what an
Sound
echo
guy.
is.
How could you?
Yeah,
Okay, and then what'd you do?
I went in and I saved the girl.
What'd you do?
I broke the window, dragged her out.
You're saying you went into the water?
Yeah, how do you think I got the girl?
What girl?
The one I pulled out of the car that's here in the hospital.
Are you sure?
She's right in the other goddamn room.
Come on, it was dark.
This cop should have been more
amazing.
clear on what he was trying to accomplish.
I don't know.
Well, what he was trying to do is get him to be like, no, there was no girl.
I know, right?
He didn't wink once, Daniel.
But not once. Didn't offer him money one time. Did not say it would be better for us.
This is his first time trying to cover something up. He's not good at it.
It's not good. And so there's parts of this movie where I don't think the writing is that good.
I disagree.
Like this, like there's no rhyme or reason. There's no end game here for the way the cop grills him. It's not set up properly to cover anything up. It's not set up.
He's just doing it badly.
Bad,
and I think that's real.
Bad people.
No one's gonna.
People who are bad at their jobs exist, Kenny.
People who are bad at their job. Well, actually, I would say maybe he's even good at his job. Like if he was bad, a bad cop would know how to cover this up.
Well, I'll have more complaints about writing later on, and you could say, oh, it's for the sake of the movie, but our characters have already displayed they're smarter than that for some of my complaints later, but okay. I still enjoyed this movie, mind you. Bad writing can exist.
You say bad writing. How is it bad writing that this guy is allowed to just go see a patient that he's not related to, could just walk right over, open the curtain.
That's the 80s,
no problem. I mean, maybe she's dressed.
That's the 80s.
Maybe she's, I don't know, pooping. Who knows?
He's smoking in every room in this hospital. Just lighting them up. It's the 80s.
It's the 80s,
some of the stuff, it's just the 80s.
Just the 80s.
I'm surprised you not knowing about the 80s, seeing how
you're going through your
you've lived through several 80s at this point.
Did you know this was a
1880s,
prequel to
1980s?
When Harry Met Sally? Because this is when Jack met Sally.
People got to stop meeting Sally.
Sally sucks.
Sally's
literally
drugged up or something.
I think she has a concussion.
I think it's both, because she's really out of it for a while.
All she wants to do is what? Go
also,
get a
I
drink?
think this is just
go
her.
To the movies. You think this is just Nancy Allen?
No, maybe not Nancy Allen. I don't know. I haven't seen Nancy Allen in anything.
I love that
After
hair.
coming out of a creek and then getting showered in the hospital, like she had product.
Disagree.
Like that fluffed her hair up.
That is not Easter grass hair, Daniel. That is good curly hair.
You might not like her hairstyle, but I'm saying like the fact that her hair is back in a style after being through all that fucking water and then a shower in the hospital where she's unconscious for it probably.
Creek water is good for your hair. A lot of people don't know that.
Great for your dysentery too. Yeah, I just can't stop thinking about the cop grilling him though. It haunted me the whole time. I'm surprised he didn't go, "Does your mom know you smoke?" No. You better tell her. Like,
see, that haunted you. What haunted me was because I wasn't, I didn't understand why the Burke kept killing people who matched the description. I'm like, is he just bad at this?
Yes, and okay, I thought he was. I'm like, I think he's got an eyesight problem because I think he missed a shot, hit a tire.
I think the first one was a mistake.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was a mistake, but
he's doing it to set up a serial killer thing to cover up the killing of the actual target.
No. I think that's what it turned into. I think the first one, she was supposed to be there, and said he found someone who was close to her description in close enough area and thought that was her. I've been thinking about that.
It could be.
And so then he's like, "Well, fuck it, I got to roll with this, otherwise."
In that case, he is bad at it.
Well, because doesn't she?
But you know what? He pivots. It's a good pivot.
It's a good pivot. Because I don't know where the note is on that. We'll get to that later. But I think there's a reason. Like she ends up going somewhere else. I think it's because of Jack. Maybe, probably. But her and Jack, instant love. Even though she's like, "Oh, I got no makeup on," and then she takes her hands away, and there's like fucking all sorts of makeup around her.
I was like, I see a lot of makeup. He has You both have makeup on.
And then she does makeup later and says, "Oh, I do makeup in a way where you can't tell I have makeup." But I'm like, when you said you didn't have makeup on earlier, you looked like Alice fucking Cooper.
She had a concussion. You want her to talk good and stuff?
What's our excuse?
We've all got it. How many times have you hit your head getting in and out of a car?
Oh,
never.
Lots.
Lots.
I don't think I've ever hit my head on anything.
If she has a concussion, once again, we bring this up. This is a Dirty Jersey situation. Should she go out and have a drink while dealing
in the 80s?
With said
absolutely
concussion?
I think it's fine. Look, when she keeps trying to leave, he keeps like, no, you stay here. We'll go get a drink, but only if you stay.
Maybe it's cold outside.
I'll get your shoes. You be a good girl, stay. And then he leans in, and I thought, oh my God, he's going to kiss her.
Don't kiss her. Don't kiss her.
I'm like, geez, what are you doing? But no, he doesn't. He just pushes pushes her on the
push
bed.
Her down.
And I'm like, oh no, this is Sleeping Beauty territory. I don't know where this is going.
Do a head push.
But no, he doesn't. He doesn't try anything. He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't. I'm not gonna try.
He just pushes her
he
down.
Goes back out, and the lobby in this hospital is chaotic. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? He's still walking around smoking. There's cops everywhere. They're letting him walk anywhere he fucking wants to go.
Well, he's a fucking hero.
He's a fucking hero. And then it's like, oh shit, this is the governor's
McRyan
body being brought into here.
Yeah.
He's gonna be he's gonna be the next president. Yada yada yada. And I'm like, look out, man! You're about to become the enemy of the state.
Oopsies.
And then the governor's buddy comes in there. It's like, hey, man, you should just forget about her or that you ever saw her. Okay, wink. Like he's doing a better job. Like,
but
the governor.
I already told the police that she was there, Kenny.
We handled that. That's fine. It's okay.
No, but she was there. That's the truth.
Well, why does the truth matter, huh?
I don't know. I'm a sound guy.
I'm a sound guy. The truth is only gonna hurt this guy's family.
It's only gonna hurt their family. So how's that gonna help anything? You know what? Maybe you just don't say anything.
Are you gonna offer me money?
I'm not sure why the truth matters for like political purposes.
He's dead.
He's dead. Yeah. So who gives a fuck about the family or the legacy?
This guy does apparently.
Why?
So that's why I thought he was in on the conspiracy. I can't say it.
Hold on, no, sound it out.
He was in on the
sound guy.
He's a sound guy.
Is it con?
Yes.
Conspiracy.
Maybe more of a con.
No. He was on the pact. The Pacte de Loup. He was with the wolves. And the wolves, they all said, we got to get this guy, okay? So I thought he was with the Brotherhood of Wolves.
The thing is, maybe they didn't even mean to kill him.
Was it his wolf pendant that gave it away?
Think about it.
I shot it with a silver bullet, Daniel, yeah.
Maybe they didn't mean to kill him.
Turned out to be a fucking tiger.
Because look, they didn't shoot him.
That's true. They shot
he could have survived the car crash into the water. Maybe it was we've got this girl in the car with him. We're going to cause an accident where there's going to be no way they can hide the fact that there was a prostitute in there with him.
Burke is very effective, but I think you just got to narrow down really what you want him to do.
I think Burke's an idiot.
Even then, he ignores you.
Well,
we'll get into that conversation. So anyway, I'm like, oh my God, there's so many people in on this. They're going to be so
it's everywhere.
screwed. It's everywhere. It's these guys now. It's the cops. You got to get out of there. And then they're like, okay, let's go to a motel. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, this is escalating.
This went fast.
Yeah.
Well, she suggests it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, that's a little forward, ma'am. Now, he's got more work to do, though. Let's leave her ass in a motel.
He's a sound guy.
Yeah,
he's a sound guy.
He rolls her on that blue bed like a sushi roll.
I'm surprised he didn't record her sleeping.
Probably. He's always got mics on. Always ABR.
You know what?
Always be recording.
He reviews that tape, and it's good wind. He got some good wind.
It's great wind.
It's good wind.
Now okay, I love this, and this is a setup. They're going to make a Blowout USA TV show, okay? And this is the first big case that goes through all this, but the rest of the series is him solving like mysteries and stuff with his sound guy skills.
Sure.
He's like, hold on, is there a recording of anything from this area? From around this time? Hold on, I can tell you what's going on. Let me grab my pencil. Use it like a dowsing rod. Okay. Point, there's the wind this direction.
There's a frog! There's a frog over there!
Oh, yeah.
Up there, there's an owl!
There's that guy howling in the tree because he's about to hang himself on that other dude's property. Oh, God, there's
best not mention
ancient
that one.
ancestors over there.
That's the one you want to follow.
Coffin. Let's see. Janet stole the bubble gum from the grocery store.
Because we got her on
We got her.
CCTV.
We got her on tape.
Yeah.
Hear that crackling? That's the foil of the wrapper. Yep, you're going to jail.
But what's cool
that's what they do, you know?
Is that as he's doing that, there's this, what I'll call a slinky sound. It's some kind of like metal wire sound that's around when they're hearing the owl. I'm like, huh.
You're like, what is that?
Because I don't see what's causing that.
What was it, Ryan?
It turns out it's a garrote wire.
And this guy is fucking fidgeting with the thing, and it makes all this noise. Who does that?
He can't stop fidgeting.
He's fidgeting with a thing that makes a bunch of noise. That's crazy. Me, I got these things here. They don't make any noise.
It's always so he can't stop playing with it, and it's like a big dangly thing. Like, it's not like a great discreet spy gadget. This thing looks like something you order from one of those like mall ninja catalogs. Like, get your fucking secret watch.
Right, but if you just glanced at it, it would just look like a watch.
Well, yeah, with a dangly bit off.
No, it doesn't dangle. It you like turn it off. It's like the front face of a watch.
Yeah, well, he's always got a dangle. He's always playing with it.
Well, he's always playing. He's always playing with that dangly thing.
He's like, this is a new thing I ordered from the catalog. I'm gonna. Hey,
it's so cool.
Cute. Might murder some random people.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I really enjoyed this scene. This scene
is good.
Probably my favorite part of the entire movie. Would you agree, Ryan?
Shot through the tire, and you're to blame. It goes in the lake. Oh, I know what I heard. That's what his tagline to this whole movie is gonna be.
Oh God! So he just falls asleep over there doing all his pencil point stuff, using his sound detective skills.
Who are these people who can just fall asleep in chairs?
That's not even the hard part. She walks over, wakes him up like this. I mean, yeah, our backs would be killing and stuff like that. We're old. But he just like, she's like, hey, want some coffee? Like, no, I don't want anything. I'm asleep. That's what I wanted. You took that away from me. Now I'm awake. And then he just rolls right into it.
Okay,
like,
whoa, all right. He doesn't. I think you might be projecting a little bit here.
Look. He doesn't yawn. He doesn't stretch. He doesn't wipe shit out of his eyes. He fell asleep in a chair leaning against the window. He's going to have to crack his neck or something. He just immediately goes right into, hey, I'm doing this thing, and it's all going on. Like, he's still, like, full energy, excited. Like, no, man, you did not get a good night's sleep doing that. Okay? Like, you're not ready to go. This is not accurate. This is not... Films need to be more life accurate to waking up, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Where you wake up and then you try to go downstairs and you accidentally fall down the stairs.
Or you wake up and you sit in bed for another hour and a half just staring at the ceiling, thinking of the existential dread of life.
This was pretty accurate to how I get woken up a lot of times. Because here, you want some coffee? Hi, how you doing? You listen to some music? Oh, you're into movies, huh? What do you mean sound effects? Big movies. I really love movies, you know? It's a very interesting subject to me because I do makeup. I mean, I'm behind the counter, but I dream of doing it for movies. I know how to fix a face.
Shut up!
I didn't even say a word!
Sound guy, makeup chick, that's a tale as old as time.
Oh, you recorded the accident?
Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
I think he asked her one goddamn question, and then she's like,
God.
Oh, I'm out.
Okay, so I thought she was in on the assassination. So I thought it was a total, like, kill the guy plot, and I thought she was in on it because of her reaction when he says, I recorded the accident, and I think your tire was shut out. And her reaction, what she says is, oh, that's crazy, but she's got a real guilty face about her when she says this.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, that's crazy.
And then she immediately clams up. Like, hey, we were vibing. I'm leaving now.
I gotta go.
I woke you up because I wanted to hang out with you and, have coffee and have a conversation between us two people where I ask you questions, you don't ask me anything. But then you broke that. You asked me a question. I had this ex-boyfriend named Hesh. He wanted sex.
Don't know what he's up to now.
Now I'm with Manny.
He's probably at that $1 nude show.
She's not with Manny.
I mean, she could have been. Manny plays his cards right. His carps right.
His carps. Just got them all in a line in the bathtub. Got them ready to go.
Step one of playing Manny's cards right. But just buy a second wife beater.
He's waiting for
when
that next installment. When he goes out in public,
it's covered, so it doesn't matter.
You got $6,000 for the job. Maybe splurge a little.
Maybe spend 50 cents.
He had to give her part of it.
Sorry, yeah, he gave her $1,000.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez. He did the hard part.
Should have walked into his room and it's just fucking, now it's got an Atari, it's got a big TV now. Manny's living the dream. He's got fucking Pac-Man machines in there.
Got a custom like sign in the wall that says Manny Cave.
He's got two ladies dressed up as Mrs. Pac-Man.
They got a bow in their hair.
They're just going waka 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 waka.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah.
You took it to a dirty place, Daniel. I don't know about you sometimes.
She had a bow in her hair.
How dare you?
What do you want me to do?
I want you to show me Dennis Franz's ass. Now, we're in his hotel room, and we're supposed to see his ass, and we don't see his ass. We just see that he does a lot of work at night. What?
Okay, if they remake this movie, he should either be played by Charlie Day or by that one guy from New Girl.
Who, John Travolta?
No.
The Jack character?
Dennis Franz's character, Carpy.
But what if Charlie Day played the Jack character, though?
Why would he? No.
He's too manic.
But I think Manic would play as soon as we get deeper into this.
For Travolta, you could have Timothy Chalamet, obviously.
Oh, obviously, for everything, of course.
He's a sound guy.
Sound guy. Okay, but who's playing Burke?
Who's playing Burke?
Vince Vaughn.
No.
Too
you
big.
would want... He's too big. Too tall.
Too obvious.
Elijah Wood.
Okay.
Too little.
No.
No, Ryan's on board.
I'm on board for Elijah Wood. Yeah.
He's too little.
On board.
You tell
Wood.
that maniac that, Daniel.
Ooh, yeah, you tell that maniac.
That
Tell him
movie's
to
in
remove
first
those
person,
horns,
right?
Daniel.
That movie's in first person, right?
Yeah.
That camera should have been way lower.
Ray Loader? That
Ray
camera?
Loader. That camera.
Ray
that camera
Loader.
should have been Ray Loader.
Is Ray Loader still alive?
Who?
No.
Ray Loader?
Ray Liotta.
I don't.
R.I.P.
Ray Liotta isn't, unfortunately. R.I.P. in peace, bro. He goes, okay, look. We go back to the studio. We bust into
Back
the
in
animation
time.
department by asking for the key.
Oof. What a bad boy.
We're working on this. Like, we got pictures of the crime scene, but they're all, like, in sequence, which is great.
Still frames that have
in a
been published
magazine?
in a paper, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So,
That's
you
cool.
know what? We're gonna make a flip book.
Hell yeah, we
Like,
are.
At first, I'm like, enhance scrapbook. I'm like, wait a minute, it's a flip book. That's cool. And then they're like, wait a minute, we're in the animation department. He starts doing the shots and like putting it into the reel or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's genius.
This is all cool.
Instead, I thought it was just gonna be a dumb flip book that he played while his sound went. Like,
I was already
What?
like so happy, like flip book. I'm like, that's great. And
yeah, it got even
and
better.
then they plussed it.
Yeah, enhance. I don't. That's all.
He's
Yeah,
saying
he's
it,
doing
but
that.
there's no computer, so it doesn't do
It's
anything.
no computer. His boss, I forget who's his boss.
Sweaty Steve. I don't know.
You know, they got the Jack Donahue listed as just Donahue on here, but he had a first and last name, so I don't know why they don't have the full names listed in the casting credits on IMDb. That's weird. But he's going by. The boss is in there with two more chicks, and he's like, "No, Jack, I need you, like right now." He's like, "Okay, walk in there, scream." Both still bad. He's like, "Nope."
Ah.
Keep looking. Keep looking.
Blah.
But they were better than the original one that was like,
And the original one was so good.
It's
It's so
great.
good.
Oh god. Now he's trying to get back to Sally, but Sally's like, "No, man, I wasn't waiting for. I'm leaving, man. I'm bailing on the city.
I'm on a
going."
train. I'm like, this is the best
go.
move you could do, actually, Sally. Get out of
Yeah.
here, because
They gave her some money.
I got the dread.
Get her out. He's like, no. Give me like 10 minutes. Okay, your train leaves in 20. Give me like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Legs. I'm a leg man.
I don't believe you. You're a sound guy. We all
All right,
know
I like
this.
faces.
I don't believe that either.
Your face
You're a
don't
sound
look
guy.
right.
Great. I missed my train because of you. This whole conversation. Well, you started talking about makeup. You know I'm not allowed to ask you any questions because you would have left. So this has been all of you. 2 hours for the hidden no makeup look, okay? That's how long it takes for her to do that. Just so you know.
I thought the makeup thing would come back into play somehow.
It will in one of my movie suggestions to watch if you like this. Okay.
He's gonna suggest Zombieland, where Bill Murray does his own zombie makeup so that he looks like
It's
so
pretty
the other
good.
zombies think
It
he's
was
a
too
zombie.
good.
It was too good.
It was pretty
Too
good. And she's all like, "What's your
yeah.
story, Jack?" And he's like, "Oh, I was military and police, and I'm trying to stop police corruption. Now I'm a sound
Oh.
guy."
Well, why'd you stop being a cop, though?
Because when I
Why'd you
wired the
stop
last
doing
guy, I
that?
put it all the way up at his Adam's apple. At least that's where it looked like to me where he was taping it. I'm like, that's kind of high, because like guys who are made, they like to wear their shirts unbuttoned. I don't know if you know this because they sweat. So
Guys who are made?
yeah, a
Made men.
made man, yeah.
What does that mean?
You gotta watch more gangster movies, Daniel. A made man means you're part of the family.
You know,
You're in the.
look at
Are
what
you
they're
just
wearing.
saying, like,
They're all unbuttoned, and I think
Not
it's
this
to
guy.
show that there's no wire.
Yeah, that's
Could be.
probably it. That's why I walk around everywhere without a shirt.
And so then the guy he's got wired up, he's like, "Oh, I shouldn't have had that Mexican food because he's sweating really bad." And
He is
sweating
sweating
his ass
so
off.
much.
he had the Indian, and you know what? He got it at level 15, man. He got a 15.
Also,
Oof.
he's just in the middle of this cramped car.
They're sitting like his shoulders are all hunched, or like all rubbing elbows. Like, get a bigger car. 3 grown dudes should not be sitting in the back seat.
I bet there was probably a seat in the front he could have sat in.
Yeah,
That's not how
way
made
less
men
romantic.
do it, Daniel. And he's all like, "Oh God, pull over at this gas station. I'm totally not getting
I
my
gotta
nuts
drain
burned
the
out by a
lizard."
wire."
I got a Burrito Deluxe Supreme talking back.
Talk at me. Let me pass this beast in peace.
Peace. Oh man, his sweaty ass fucked it up. I was dying. Like, Jack is like, oh man, the battery's arcing because he's sweating. Like that thing is just a raw, like exposed battery, like on him. Why is it not like covered in plastic? And then you look at the fucking device, and it's like a circuit board taped to the guy's fucking.
Look, we don't have the
We're
technology.
on the frontier of this, Kenny. Okay.
Tape the whole fucking thing and then tape it to the body. That was a dumb thing.
Well, second dumb thing is, so Jack goes in, so they pull into a bathroom. Cop goes in, big guy goes in, big guy comes out. Jack goes in, and we see that the cop guy is now hanging, but I'm pretty sure if he had just used his tippy toes, he could have been okay.
Well, there's that, and it hasn't even been like 30 seconds.
It hasn't been very long.
Well, okay, so
and also,
here's the deal. If
he's not a cop, shouldn't the cop that's in the car with him be the one to go in there?
I think they're both internal affairs, so really neither one of them
he is a cop.
Well, he's not
a
he's
cop.
He's a sound guy. He's
sound
helping
guy.
Investigate the cops.
So
he's got a particular set of skills.
If you cut off
skills.
Your windpipe, like choking you out, that's going to take some time. But if you cut off the blood to your head, that'll go fast.
30 seconds?
Yeah. Get a choke
So
on
just cut
someone?
him down and cut him.
Yeah.
So cut him down and then give him mouth to mouth. Don't just.
How are you gonna?
Don't just stumble backwards. And be like, oh fuck, he's dead.
John Travolta gives another man mouth to mouth in a bathroom stall. Daniel, how dare you?
He would have. Actually, you know what? That's the problem. That's what happened. He did that in this movie. They had to cut it out because, like, John, you can. We said cut. Now. You can stop.
I'm not finished.
No. You know,
this is what my character
this wasn't
going
to work because that rope around his neck, they wouldn't have been able to get it off. He's so goddamn sweaty. The rope is so fucking wet. He can't undo the knot.
It would have slithered out.
I can't do the knots. I cut my nails today.
This is a fisherman's knot.
Does somebody have nails?
Jack's all like, "Isn't that a great story, Sally?" And Sally's like, "Yeah." Can you stick around, Sally? Why? 'Cause. Okay.
Well, they gave me some disappear money.
Look, I promise I'm not going to get you killed. Huh?
Yeah.
No, man, because...
What are the odds of that happening?
And now we're just strangling people on the sidewalk. And here's the thing. I think this is what she was supposed to go be getting on the train.
She's supposed to leave.
And I think that's where the dude was, where Burke was like, supposed to be finding her to kill her.
I don't think so.
Maybe you don't think so, but maybe you do think so.
No, because the guy who hired Burke is not the same one who they met at the police station or the hospital. They're not related.
Right.
The conspiracy that I thought was bigger is really just like probably the president's like
it's
aide,
not even supposed to
maybe
be that big of a it's not supposed to be that big of a deal because he wasn't supposed to die.
Right. Just supposed to
and this guy isn't supposed to be.
He's not supposed to be a psycho.
He's just having a good time. He's freeballing.
We've all been there. We've all been there. Well, he stabs her like in the belly button and stuff. That seems rude.
Seems rude, but is it rude?
I mean, I guess you already got a starter hole there.
Like the belly button, right?
Yeah. So,
I think he did a smiley face. He did a Liberty Bell.
He did a Liberty Bell. It's a holiday, not the 4th of July, mind you. But I don't know why that'd be important for this episode. Could have watched Jaws.
I could have watched Independence Day.
True. Could have watched Silver Bullet.
Could have watched The Story of America.
Could have watched.
Is there something where George Washington fights like werewolves or something?
What's that? America, the animated movie where.
George
George Washington and Abe Lincoln are like best friends, and Benedict Cumberbatch.
I think they like fight.
Benedict Arnold is a werewolf.
They like
yeah. Is that like America the Story or something?
Who knows?
We got time.
You could Bing it.
I could Bing it right now. We got time. If I Bing America movie. Oh, it's just called America, the Motion Picture.
Yeah.
That's a good time. Let the record show. Now, okay, my next note, Daniel, maybe you can tell me what this means. Hat on or off, man?
Sorry, what?
Hat on or off, man?
Hat on or off, man? Yeah, I don't know.
After he does a stab at the lady's belly button. And the note after that, maybe that'll help. It says, Sally don't care, dude.
You're a mystery to me. I don't know.
Well, the next note is, why do they keep... I'll wait just a second to say this next one, just in case. Give your brain a second to juice up. Okay, so the previous 2 notes were, hat on or off, man. Sally don't care, dude. Nobody knows what those means. The next one is, why do they keep replaying the same wolf howl?
Are you sure there wasn't a wolf outside your window?
I don't like your tone.
Maybe. Were they watching a movie? And they just kept, the movie they were watching, like, just kept fucking having the same exact wolf howl sound effect. Like, a sound guy would notice that.
I don't even know what wolf you're talking about.
There's a wolf howl in the movie, and it repeats the same exact howl, like, 4 times.
That's a meta commentary on sound?
Well, fine. Okay, look. Sally, she's gonna go back to Manny. Because she's gonna question his ass. Like, yeah, I was part of the setup. You were too. That's the audience. I didn't
know the car was gonna go in the water.
I can't even swim, babe.
I can't even swim.
Like, look, we got the $6,000, and I thought you said it was 3.
Well, 3 at the start, and then 3 later.
I just got to give you more, after you got back.
Obviously.
Manny, if you can't trust someone like Manny, who can you trust?
I would trust him more if he had more than one wife beater.
Well, he's got $6,000 now, so he can afford it.
You'd think that, and yet no effort has been made to...
He hasn't had time.
He has had time. It's been several days.
You know how many jobs Manny's working on?
I don't.
7.
Are they big ones?
Big ones. If you thought this was big, you know what's bigger than the president? The Pope. He's got a Pope job lined up.
Would it be a bigger deal if Popey got shoddy instead of El Presidente? Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the president who got shot. Are you just asking in general?
I'm just asking in general.
Gets assassinated?
I feel like
probably
to us, no, to me, no. But to the world, yes. Probably, it's like soccer. What's better, American football or football?
But he doesn't
care
really.
If something bad happens to American football, and not give a shit if something happens to football.
I don't know if that's true.
But the rest of the world, it's just it's.
I really just care if something bad happens to Weird Al at this point. That's pretty much it.
You take that out of the air. You pull that back down. Don't you say that. You don't even put that juju out there. Was he in Baltimore?
Baltimore. I don't know. I don't know where he lives or what I don't know what he does.
He's a weird guy.
He's a weird guy.
He's a sound guy. Now Jack's back there. He's doing a remix. He's going over to catches the muzzle flash.
And it's a good thing that our assassin was using like a Revolutionary era musket, so we could get that big plume of smoke.
Big plume of smoke. Now, is it creek or crick?
I think the more north you go, it's creek.
Yeah,
and the more south, it's crick.
It's not even south. I bet they don't say crick in Florida. And that's about as south as you can go.
Let's go inland then.
There's a whole Southern America, Dale.
That's true. That's a good point. And here's the crazy thing about going south, guys. I'm about to blow your mind. Are you ready? If you just keep going south,
you can keep going.
You'll end up north.
That's weird, though.
Isn't that crazy?
Do you think people like in South America like just fly north to get to Canada? No, sorry, just fly south to get to Canada.
Yeah,
but now they're in the north. So when does
isn't that crazy? South? When does north become south?
Soon.
Prime meridian? No.
Later.
See, this is why when y'all make fun of me for my east western zone, I don't buy it because it makes sense to me. Because a map is you put it into quadrants, right? You section it off, and so you divide it into 4. So it goes the line down the bottom, or from the from the middle. A vertical line in the middle, horizontal line in the middle, into 4 quadrants. I've lost you. You get it.
You get it.
I feel like Jack and you're Sally right now. That's what I get. Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Okay, look. We know
no one asked you, Sally.
At this point. Okay.
I didn't want to hear about your map theory, Sally. I just want you to watch the best bit of this video that I keep rewinding and then playing. Rewinding and then playing. It's the best part.
It's fine. Sally's a prostitute, Burke fucked up, and Betty needs to scream better.
These
are...
We got more scream. We got one chick trying to pretend strangle the other chick to get a better scream, and it's like, you know what? Why don't you guys switch? You try it.
It gets worse.
Now Jack goes into his place, and it's been all tore up. Who's been in here today? Who opened the window? Like messed
it's
up
not
all
tore
Jack's...
up.
It's not tore up yet.
No,
he does that.
He's tearing it up.
Oh, he tears it up because his tapes are missing.
No, because his tapes have been wiped.
Oh, that's right. Because
now we're getting
because he reaches. He's like, I need to relax. I am so tense right now. Let me just pull this thunder tape sound off of my shelf, load it up. Oh, let me click play. Where's my thunder sounds?
Where thunder sounds?
Who did this? Who did this?
So
and then destroys everything.
At the time because the camera starts now, it starts slowly spinning, and then the spinning kind of gets a little bit fast. It doesn't go crazy, but it was enough that I'm like, I'm getting dizzy. But really? I think that was the
fast
point.
At all. It's not that fast at all. I think you might have. You might have some sort of a disorder.
Yeah.
Vertigo.
But you got the vertigo. I had temporary vertigo there for a while. Whenever I would lie down, in that neat little ear problem.
Your crystals.
Yeah. Better now though.
There. Well, he ain't happy about this. Nobody's happy about it. All his tapes are blanked out. Cops are calling. The cover up is going on. It's big time. I'm like, they're about to cover you up, Jack, in dirt. You're gonna be dead.
That's a good line.
Shovel.
Yeah. Jack's hair is finally looking rough. He's looking pale. His hair's all unkempt. I'm like, it's getting to him.
I see in the trivia for this that John Travolta suffered from insomnia during this shoot, and that his lack of sleep helped him create a very moody performance.
So he was difficult on set. Al Pacino was Brian De Palma's first choice for the role of Jack Terry.
I think that's too old.
Then?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, I don't buy Pacino as a sound guy.
I like sound.
I'm a sound guy. Oh! maybe I do buy it.
I love sound.
I just love sound.
Always have.
You're not buying that?
Well, it would have been a different performance unless you get Pacino like Pacino was in that one Nolan movie.
That one?
Yeah.
Batman Begins.
No. The one. What is it? The one with Robin Williams?
Insomnia?
Jack.
Insomnia, yeah.
Even then, he was a little bit Pacino, but it was dialed down.
You're always going to get a little Pacino.
It's fine. Hey, Sally, I've got the animation finished. I've got it synced up with the sound. Now come watch this because I really want you to die.
Yeah.
That's a weird pitch, but I guess I'll go for it.
As long as I can talk to you about my makeup and makeup counter, that'd be fine.
You know, as much as she talks about makeup, we don't see her put on makeup a single time.
She did that 2 hours earlier.
Show it.
No, that'd give away her secrets.
Fine, keep your secrets.
Keep your secrets. Yeah, what's this? Donahue, Frank Donahue. Like, yeah, man, I'll believe you. You come play your tape for me.
He knows that there was a girl in the car.
Yeah, who's feeding him information?
I got my sources. You got your sources. Everyone's got this.
I mean, he could have talked to literally. Could have talked to literally anyone at the hospital.
I got my
any
sources. Cop. I don't know. I'm just suspicious of everyone because I think this is much bigger than it actually turns out to be. So when Donahue's like, yeah, come over here, Jack. I'm like, I'm waiting for him to pull out the wire and just wrap it around his head.
Yeah, Donahue would have been a good killer. Phil Donahue.
And you don't suspect him.
You don't suspect him. So, he's like, look, man, no one's going to believe my stuff. He's like, nah, man, I believe you. I got all this huge audience, they'll believe you. He's like, nah, man, I don't know yet. Because he's not confident in what he's got, but he's got to get that actual footage. The flip book ain't going to cover it. You're going to go on live television and be like, play the sound. No, you got to play the sound now.
I once saw some giant turtles. I think they were teenagers. I once had a book when I flipped through it and I saw them roundhouse kick some guy wearing pink pajamas in the face. And I said, go ninja, go.
That's it, folks. Go ninja, go.
That's not true, right?
It is. No, I had a Teenage Mutant Ninja little flip book that did like a scene from one of the movies.
No, but what you just said's not true, right?
Oh. No, but I really did. I flipped through it. No, I really did. I flip it.
Okay, so
and it goes little.
Sally's acting like she's not involved, even though it was all part of a simple blackmail job with Manny. Manny's a good guy, okay? He's fine.
Don't you get it, Sally? You were meant to be fish food.
I'll look after my own ass, thank you.
Oh my God, Kenny. Yeah. Oh, God, no. I'll look after my own ass, thank you. And then saxophone.
Yeah, that was a weird.
That was so awkward.
I can't wait to hear that saxophone in the episode.
Oh, it's the one you think it is.
I know which one it is. It stood out to me too. It's like, maybe not. A lot of the music is good, but some of your transitions need work.
I don't know. It's like, what tone did you hope for with that one?
Damn, he's gonna do like the worst fucking. It's gonna be a sad saxophone.
Well, he's gonna go.
That's the one.
Baker Street.
Yeah. So now she goes back to Manny.
Yeah, Baker
Street.
Like,
we killed him, Manny, and he's like, we? Who's we?
Nah, I didn't sign up to do a kill. Okay, I'm not a bad guy. It wasn't a blowout, Manny. They shot his tire.
What is with this pig shit? No.
Nah.
I didn't shoot his tire.
Okay, yeah. Manny, we gotta tell people.
All right, but first let's fuck.
Well, first it's, are you crazy? We got him killed. You want to go to jail? And I'm like, that's
just a second ago, Manny. You were saying we didn't.
I want to fuck now. I'm Manny Hesh, and Manny Hesh wants sex.
No, he's the fucking kid from Burning Bright. Fuck now.
I don't remember that kid saying that.
Well,
but I'll take your word. He grew up. He grew up.
That was
It was peanut butter.
That kid almost didn't grow up.
He almost didn't. Neither did Manny. Because what Manny doesn't know is Sally has a neighbor in her apartment building by the name of Vlad, who taught her how to break a bottle over a man's head.
Oh, I
don't
thought
know. That
it was
angle is weird.
Yeah, it's
a weak ass bottle. These are the 80s.
It's a weak ass breaking over. I thought you were gonna go with, and that name was Jack Daniels.
Oh,
and he came to smash.
Do you think this actually hurt him, or he got embarrassed and then pretended to be asleep?
There, like, oh no, if she thinks I'm dead, she'll leave, and then she won't bother me because she thinks she murdered me too. And now she'll be the only one on the hook, and then I can leave.
Oh my God, this was his whole plan, and he doesn't have to give her the money.
But I like to think. Now this is what I'm thinking happened. That's genius, and Manny is the smartest person around.
Manny is the smartest person in this movie.
But now she gets the chance to take his film.
That's true. He doesn't need it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but maybe he made a copy. We don't know.
He already got the money.
Everyone's making copies of everything.
No, but he's selling it to everyone who wants to see it.
At this point, though, it's too hot. He's got to get out.
That's true. Manny is so smart. He knows when to get out.
That's why he hasn't bought another wife beater yet,
when
Daniel.
to fold him. He has new wife beaters in his new town. Instead of all that great idea that
I can't wait to see Manny 2.0.
Oh, he's going to be thriving. My note just said, whoops, killed Manny.
He's not dead.
That's a good bottle crack. I don't know.
It's not a good bottle
crack. Is it Manny 2.0 just Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
It is. Okay. It is. That's where he moves to.
Oh, okay.
Atlantic City. She really didn't want to go. He did. That's where Aqua Teen probably lives, in Atlantic City. That feels right.
That feels right.
That does actually feel right.
It was very right. You want some cornflakes?
You want something to eat? You like some cornflakes?
You want me to make you something?
That's the most human thing they've said.
Cornflakes with like some sugar on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man,
if someone says, "Do you want me to make you something?" I'm thinking eggs.
Cook you some cereal.
I'm thinking pancakes.
Pop-Tarts at minimum.
Pop-Tarts at minimum.
Toaster strudels.
I feel like you don't make a bowl of cereal. I don't.
When you have one wife beater, do you even have name brand cereal? I know this isn't Manny's house, but we're back on Manny.
You're just asking a question.
Yeah. Probably, because that's where you're cutting costs on wife beaters and putting it towards your food.
And you're going after Ultimeal, or whatever the off-brand
Malto-Meal?
Malto-Meal.
That's the main brand now, Ryan.
Is it...
They surpass them in quality and price.
Man, that's crazy.
The upside down world is now the real world.
General Mills had to lower their prices, and they couldn't keep up the quality with them. I had a bowl of Apple Jacks the other day. They fucking suck compared to Apple Zings. I can't explain it.
Join us on our new podcast,
Serial Killers.
Cereal, or Killer Cereal. It's not what you think.
That's not what you think. So, okay, cornflakes aside, we got the film, we got the audio. Let's expose this shit, okay? Now, they're talking, and they're walking around, and then we get, at first from behind, I can't tell it's John Lithgow because I'm still not used to seeing him that young. And I'm like, we got a random guy just admitting to murdering someone over the phone? Like, that's kind of odd. I'm like,
I thought this was obvious who it was.
No, it wasn't me. I'm really
Daniel,
fucking tired.
I'm on Team Daniel with this one, yeah.
I was really fucking tired and had a migraine from hell. So, I'm like, and then I was like, oh, he's setting up the murder of the wrong chick.
Right, the murders.
He salvages it, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's not a random dude.
Right, but he wasn't supposed to kill anyone. And now he's got at least 2 under his belt.
Look, start stacking them, you become a serial killer real quick. It happens to the best of us. Now we're going through the phone lines in the building. Jack's on the phone talking to Sally, like, oh man, look, we're gonna talk to this reporter dude. He wants to talk to you. You don't have to be on the show, but he just wants to talk to you. I tried to tell him you don't want to be on the show, but he really wants to talk to you. It's fine. We're going down the wires through the building, and we see like a little tape recorder thing. He's got the phone tapped. That's got to be so annoying. You only got so much space on one of those things. How often does he have to go down there and change the tapes?
I was wondering if he listens to the tapes when he's not there, but then he spends some time there if he like watches them walk in.
Yeah.
To like in real time listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack's technology is confusing to me.
Amateur hour. All this amateur hour.
Jack's being tapped by the psycho.
My next note was, you should have known. And yes, if it's out in the open, we will be safe. And I'm like, oh, okay, I know what that one means now. I don't know what the you should have known is. Oh, he's a sound guy. You should know when his lines are being tapped.
How would you know?
Because he's a sound guy. There's going to be a static. You know, that's not a pure electrical current through one wire.
There's like
anymore.
a little interference.
Yeah, we wouldn't know, but we're not sound guys.
I also pity the person who's like tapping this.
Well, the show?
You?
Or
yeah, the
like
show.
Your ass?
Both?
I pity the fool.
I got a lot of pity to go around.
Who's tapping Big D.
A lot of pity. Not a lot of dick.
That
wasn't
that wasn't like a capital this. That was lowercase.
Lowercase this. Oh, good lord.
Tap this.
Hey, I know this seems I know this seems like a trap, Kenny. I know this seems like a trap because you've been trying to call me and my phone's got the busy signal, but look, it's working fine. And I don't know why the reporter wants to meet you at this location and not like the news station or somewhere like that.
This is the bad writing.
It's okay. I'm going to wire you. I'm going to wire you.
That's so bad.
And then I'll listen. And then if something bad happens, I can get out of the car, run into the train station, look around for you. You know that that I'm saying it out loud. It actually doesn't sound that good.
It doesn't sound great. Does not sound great.
Okay.
He's not a planner. He's a sound guy.
They say we get this on
the sound part of this operation works perfectly.
It works great.
Oh, yes.
And that's
they
his
say
job.
they'll be safe once they get it on the news. And I'm like, that's where I'm like, you guys are so naive. They'll still kill your ass. This day and age, oh, you're so dead. The fake Jack Donahue, which is Bert, calls Sally and says, hey, I've been trying to get a hold of Jack all day, to set up a meeting. I can't get a hold of him, but, I called you. And she's like, well, how'd you get my number? Well, I don't know if she asked him that, but she asked Jack that. And Jack asked her.
Asked her that. And you're like, it's reporters.
Oh, reporters find things. But she's like, okay. So then she does the smart thing. Kind of. She could have just called Jack, but I guess she thought his phone wasn't working. Or she could have just...
She did try calling.
No one can call Jack.
I've got Jack Donahue. Was Donahue's name even Jack Donahue?
No,
I don't know why you keep saying that.
I keep saying that. I don't know. His something.
I think it's Frank. No.
Frank Donahue. There we go. She could have called Jack, but she does go over to Jack. And I'm like, that's at least smart. You're conferring with Jack before going to meet with Donahue. And Jack's like, what do you mean? I've been here all day. And he holds up his phone. His phone's literally working. Like, you hear the dial tone. And it's like, okay, let's come up with this big convoluted plan where I wire you and go do all this shit. And you go meet him in the station. First off, you can fucking call him. You can call him back.
Oh, you mean
you have a phone?
You call him
You've used it
to make sure it was actually him who was.
You wouldn't be able to call him back though, because he's just presumably going already wherever you're gonna go meet. He might not be at home.
That's not until 5 p.m. That's hours away.
Yeah, but this is.
Secondly,
you call him. What if he doesn't answer? They didn't even try. They should have tried and then had him not call.
Okay, so they're not.
He's a big.
They're not sleeping well. They're not they got a lot of stress. They don't have their thunder sounds anymore.
Hasn't slept.
They don't got their...
He's a public figure.
I'm sorry,
you
what?
can find a picture.
What is he?
He's a public figure. You can find a picture of him.
Ryan, what's your favorite figurine that you have in your house?
Zhonghui.
Absolutely.
That wouldn't have been my choice.
He's staring at me
Not
right
my choice
now.
either.
But you know what? I look at him and I go, yeah, buddy, you and me.
You and me.
You and me. Kenny, so Sally says this thing, and I want you to tell me what this means. I think it's him saying, yeah, we're going to be careful. We're going to be real careful about this. And she says, you know, the only real trouble I got into was when I was too careful.
That's like saying...
What the hell does that mean?
Well, what was that
What
quote
does that
from
mean?
Suitable Flesh? Like, a friend is the only person you can't trust or something like that?
Yeah.
That definitely was what that was.
It was something like that. But I'm like, yeah, this doesn't mean anything. And I'm yelling in my head, because Kim's sleeping at this point, like, why are we not calling the reporter back?
Well.
And then also, I really expected Sally to know who Donahue was, like know his voice.
She doesn't watch the news,
face.
Kenny. That's what she says.
I get that. In this day and age, I get that. In the 80s, you got 3 channels. What else are you watching?
None of it has to do with cosmetics.
Makeup.
None of it has to do with, I don't know.
I was like, okay, I like this movie still, but our characters just became fucking idiots.
They're under some stress, okay?
I get to use my sound stuff.
That's really what this is about, Kenny.
That's what this is about.
He gets to...
But then he stays in the car, like you said. Like, why are you
like
not
the last
sitting
time.
in there?
It doesn't stay in the car. He's listening to it on the go.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it in his pocket, and it looks awesome.
Okay, he looks awesome at all times. It's John Travolta.
Because he's got his little earbud in, and then he's got his big old bulgy equipment in his pocket. It looks so cool. I think it looks cool. Have I told you how I think it looks cool?
Dumb, dumb, dumb. That's my note.
It just sounds like you're not a sound guy.
I'm not a sound guy. Are you a sound guy?
Big time. Love sound.
Gosh. Okay, look. Liberty Bell Strangler. That's a dumb name. Can't strangle an inanimate object. What's the point?
And he didn't strangle any bells. And he didn't use a bell. And he didn't stab anyone with the bell.
It didn't. Those murders didn't happen on Liberty Day.
But aren't the knife... Maybe
no.
I
It's
inserted
the stab
this. The
pattern.
Knife pattern is is in a bell shape.
That was in the bell shape.
Yeah.
Liberty Belly. I got it now.
Liberty Belly jellies. Yeah.
I have a Liberty Belly.
Yeah,
mine's at
freedom,
Liberty,
baby.
What
does that
ring?
mean?
I don't know. So he's sitting there on the bench listening to this prostitute talk to this sailor. And he's looking all young and stuff, and he keeps playing with his goddamn spy
we
watch.
don't know that this is a prostitute or a sailor.
Well,
this could be someone cosplaying.
Uniform.
Are you saying he's the prostitute and she's the sailor?
Could be. This is 1981.
That's the future liberals want.
That's what they want. And oh god, so he's like, yep, time to do a kill in a very public space. So the prostitute goes walking to the phone booth where Superman gets changed. That's all those are used for. And then the sailor guy is over there with his buddies, like, hey, I'm gonna miss the boat. I gotta go do this thing. It's gonna take a long time.
Would you give your buddy some money?
$10 to get a blowski?
To get a blowy?
Is he gonna pay me back?
No.
Either you give me $10 or a blowy.
Also, he's not going to efficient.
Yeah.
Also, he's not gonna make a good use of the money because he paid for a certain amount of time. He only used about 30 seconds of it.
Well, he didn't pay full price.
It doesn't matter that
he paid a third of the price.
Because
she was supposed to get 30. She got 10. Okay, first off,
I'm gonna shoot.
She's going. Okay, so Burke's walking over there to murder the chick, but then the sailor walks in the booth with her, and then he waits in the other booth. This booth is rocking so hard, it's like he's getting attacked by the shark in Jaws. Like he's getting wrecked back and forth in the fucking phone booth, and he's like, slow down.
It's Ace Ventura.
It's
in the dolphin, the shark tank or whatever.
Yeah, it's so good. And he's like, she's like, some hotshot sailor you are. And he's like, well, you're only getting $10. Because you did that. And I'm like, you got only $10 for being too good.
No. Not only that, $10 for like a minute of work.
Now, if these lips were just like a little bit more plump, and I can get $10 a minute, sucking some sweet Sailor D.
Yeah.
That's
You think about it.
That's $600 an hour.
Right.
I think,
but that's also 600 dicks.
Sailor D.
That's
only 60 dicks.
Right.
An hour.
Oh, is that the number? Okay, so you like that? That's a more appealing number.
60 dicks an hour in my mouth is more appealing than 600 dicks an hour in my mouth.
I don't think I can handle 5 guys in my mouth right now.
I had 5 guys the other day. Tore my ass apart.
On the way out.
It was good. She was too good. But you know what? Business is booming because Burke's over there just like taps on the glass of his booth. Like, I got another $5. And she's like, okay, 5 minutes. I got to go brush my teeth. And I appreciate a professional. She doesn't want to get that dude's dick juice on the other dude's dick.
Hold on, I had a thought about dick hands at some point.
Yeah, this is the place.
No, this is not the place. It was in Carpy's
after he
apartment.
Pees and doesn't wash his hands.
He's talking to her and he pees while he's talking, doesn't wash his hands. Dick hands.
Don't you hate Dick? He died with dick hands.
He died with dick hands.
That's what it says on his tombstone.
For our sins.
For our sins.
To raise awareness about this epidemic.
Oh, God. So she's walking away. She needs her time. I'm like, she just needs a mint. I'm like, no, she's going to go fully brush her teeth. He's slipping on his glove because no glove, no love. Now she gets into this toilet, into the stall. The stall has its own sink in it.
That's just a women's bathroom, bud. They could all be like that.
These are the secrets that we don't know about.
There's no way to know. There's no way to know.
Well, okay, and then, John Lithgow pokes his head up and he's like, I see you.
I think he takes so long to engage in, like, his killing activity because he's like, what the fuck? There's a sink in here?
Yeah. He's like, wait, she's brushing her teeth? Like, she's a pro. Then he's like, well, do I want to get her at the side and then twist her? If I could get her...
I like doing the angle properly.
Like, it's a good thing I'm so tall because I can get the leverage over the stall as he's sitting there like his little feet are skittering on the toilet because he's got to be standing on it. And he slips and kills her on accident. I don't know, man. She died with fresh breath. That's great.
That's good.
Now, Jack and Sally, they're like, look, we got nothing to lose. And I'm like, you mean like our lives or the film? Because they only got 1 copy of the film. They got copies of the audio, but 1 copy of the film. But you know what? It's fine. Hey, Sally, just try not to sweat. That's the one rule of Sound Guy. We don't sweat.
It just doesn't make any... It doesn't make... What?
And then, okay, what? So then she's getting out of the sweet vehicle to walk inside. Lithgow's up somewhere else now watching from an upper window and starts cleaning blood off his shoe. I'm like, so you tracked blood all through this place already?
He's probably not the first person to do that.
That's true. Yeah.
These crime-ridden cities are filthy.
Now, within minutes of her being in there, in this filthy place, because Daniel thinks it's all filth, everywhere's filth. Mm-hmm. He knows. He's a sound guy.
Well, she even comments on it.
Look at this filthy place. Well, within 5 minutes of being inside, Jack's already losing her. Because I think Bert can tell, like, oh yeah, she just got out of a car with some other dude. Well, she's really far away, but you know what? Burke?
Well, he's also taking her somewhere to do a murder.
He's a sight guy.
He's a murder man.
Well, he
likes to do a murder where no one can see a murder.
I like an audience sometimes.
Sometimes you do, right? But not always. Sometimes you're a little shy guy.
Shy guy. So you know what? We're gonna put our lady in this potential dangerous situation, and we're gonna stay in our car in a parking lot that's a good walk away from the front entrance of the building. And we're not really going to know she's in danger until the sound starts cutting out. So that's still a little further ways away to go. And there's 1,000,001 directions you can go in this place.
Now,
plus, you could just get on a fucking train.
As a sound guy, shouldn't he have realized that the male voice he was hearing was not the male voice that he heard before?
Now,
you would think.
And as a sound guy, how much concrete can this signal go through?
No idea.
Okay, because it goes through all of it. Like the range on this thing. I think
at a certain
they
point
use
in time,
it to talk to the astronauts on the moon.
Isn't he hearing it in the car when he's driving through town over the train?
It's the ones that they left with the sharks, Daniel.
Those were Russians.
They're still cosmonauts.
Well, yeah, no, they're still there.
You get it.
you get it.
Well, okay. Like, why was he not already in the fucking building? So he's panicking, but Burke's just walking with Sally behind her, and he's like, hey, don't turn around, dog, you fucking amateur. People are going to know we're doing something. Like, don't turn around. Like, hey, look, we're just talking. He's putting his glove back on. We get to the end of this dingy-ass subway. And I've been in the bowels of the New York subway stuff, and it's hell, man. It's so fucking hot down there. It smells. Everybody's standing there. It's weird. A lot warmer than you'd think it'd be. So this is accurate. She's in hell. And she's standing there at the end, and she's starting to maybe get creeped out for a second. And then a guy comes out and starts blasting graffiti with a hose, and then she's like, oh, yeah, this place is creepy. Got that creepy guy over there? That guy's literally just doing his job to clean the place. Maybe it'd be cleaner if every time he came out there to clean, people weren't like, yeah, fucking creep, cleaning off that graffiti. Kids worked hard on that graffiti. You're over here hosing it down, you fucking weirdo.
That was a Banksy.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Now we're like, you know what? We got to get on this train. Now, Sally, maybe the sound guy should have coached her up. Like, hey, make sure if you're walking around or something, you're always like giving, clues as to where
Good
you are.
call
I see
out.
we're walking to this bridge. Oh, I see we're taking the number 5 train. Oh,
she's
I
all,
see.
I'm taking shots. On me. Where is on me? I can't help you.
No, they're back shots.
Oh, shit.
On me. 5 of them. This is amateur hour all over, okay? Now she's on the train. After turning around twice to look at Burke, all of a sudden, now she's on the train and she's not going to turn around and see Jack back there going, Sally! Sally! Maybe he should have wore a wire, too, that she could have had a headphone on for. They could have been talking to each other.
I think walkie-talkies existed. And I think they should have been employed because it would have avoided everything.
I don't understand why
a phone call would have avoided everything.
A phone call, or why it has to be secret. Why they have to think they have to record the reporter secretly. Like, I mean, you could do that.
In case he tries to fuck them over.
Yes, you can do the secret recording wiring, but why would you have to keep it a secret that you're also on a walkie-talkie, like you would say, with somebody else? Be like, okay, I see Mr. Donahue. Yeah, he's coming. Oh yeah, and here's Jack. Jack wants to talk to you too. That kind of...
Over.
This doesn't... Yeah,
it's amateur hour. At this point, they know this crazy big fucking cover-up is going on, and it's at a massive scale. People literally were murdered that they're trying to, like...
Well, they think it's at a massive scale.
Ryan thinks it's at a massive scale. Apparently, it's just one guy.
It's one guy going off.
It's one guy who's just doing his own thing. He's taking a day.
You know what? Felt cute. Might kill a potential president.
Yeah.
It just happened to be in that car that drove by. First car that drove by. I've been here for 5 hours. Nobody fucking drove by. Turns out this is a private road. I was pissed. Anywho.
I said, Daddy?
Nobody goes down my road?
I said, Daddy, I did not mean to kill a politician with a hooker. I thought he would have survived the car crash. Daddy, I did not know I'd be dealing with fucking sound god. So now, okay, they're on a train. Train in the way. And I'm like, how the fuck are you going to catch him, Jack? Are you going to just run? Are you going to run up?
Nah, man.
And like, is it one of those things where it loops around like on a horseshoe, so if you just drive straight across, you're going to catch it at the next stop? Because you see that in movies sometimes. You can always seem to catch a train at the next stop, like a subway. So he gets out there, he gets in the car, and I'm like, I don't know how you're going to make up ground. And immediately he just drives right over the fucking shoulder.
That's how you do it.
Onto the road. I'm like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. We're just going to be driving over shit. I didn't know how right I was.
Now, if he had been a little more careful, perhaps this would have worked, but
it almost still did, despite it fucking up. So he's blasting through cops and shit, straight through the fucking parade, through horses.
And that's why it's important that this movie is taking place around the 4th of July. That's what makes this a 4th of July movie, Kitty, because we got
this is the Liberty Day parade.
The Liberty Day parade. They got horses. They've got
4th of July never happened.
They got one guy in drag. But it's like lazy
4th of
drag.
July did happen. Are you a 4th of July truther?
No, it happened. But Ryan's saying this is the 4th of July movie because it has fireworks in it.
It had
He might as well say
parade.
Every fucking other holiday in China is the 4th of fucking July.
Well, they only shoot.
They love them.
They only shoot the fireworks for the lunar holiday, the Lunar New Year.
Really?
Yeah, you ignorant skink.
And
is this true?
And
Ryan?
New Year.
And
okay. And the National Week, which is the first week in October.
So they only do it for all these things that you continually list.
And
I don't think they do it for tomb sweeping.
What the fuck is tomb sweeping? Is that where
we
gotta
awesome.
go? You gotta fucking get geared up, and you gotta go into these tombs, and we gotta clear them of the undead. We gotta do this every year.
You gotta keep the spirits happy, so kind of the same thing.
You do have to keep the spirits happy, so you gotta go sweep the tombs to keep them clean and get some new offerings on them.
Yeah.
I offer this.
Who keeps the old offerings though?
They're gone,
Nature?
man. No, they're
Nature.
Here's the thing: the spirits have already taken them.
Or the
spirits that don't have houses.
The janitor probably took them.
Hang out on the benches.
He's getting mad.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
That's Darth Vader.
That's me. Darth Vader.
Same age.
It's the big reveal of the show, Daniel.
Oh my God! That's impossible.
That's impossible.
Oh.
I forgot when Vader went.
Does Vader go? Ooh
No, I think he's trying to do. Vader loves Du hast. That's what it is. Hast. Du hast, Vader. Du hast, Vader.
Vader is a German word, and that's a German band, right?
I'm just saying.
Works.
This is a 4th of July movie.
You get it.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. So yeah, he's going through the parade. He manages to not actually hit anybody, which is astounding because it doesn't seem like he's breaking for anybody.
No.
Well, he's in a racing game. You don't break.
He goes through like this cool big ass building. He goes and finally he comes up on an actual goddamn parade float and he's like, I got no choice, and he has to swerve to the right and just still doesn't realize there's a brake pedal in his car and goes,
maybe there wasn't.
There might not have been. It's the 80s. And he crashes into a mannequin store with well-hung mannequins. And then he's like unconscious. I'm like, wait a minute. How's he going to go save her if he's
all right? Yes,
unconscious?
I thought,
but it's the 80s. No seatbelt.
No seatbelt. He went I'm like, whoa! I'm not expecting
no
that.
airbag either.
No airbag.
I thought we were going to do a bigger cut in time to like the next maybe like 3 days have passed. Like the movie was going to end a lot sooner. And
yeah,
it's been
3
like,
days passed. They just left him lying there.
Well, no, he wakes up in the hospital, and maybe the cops are talking to him, but they
should be.
They're yeah, exactly right. But they've got him for Sally's murder because she's dead.
Oh yeah,
100%. And maybe they've actually think that he's the one who's been killing the other women.
He killed all the girls,
he's
and
a
he
serial
killed
killer.
the politician.
Yeah,
he's a serial
maybe not
man
the politician,
killer.
but the other girls. I thought that's where this was gonna go.
I mean, that would have been classic De Palma.
Is it?
I've got no idea.
No, classic De Palma is having a split where two things are in focus,
split
which shouldn't
screen,
be.
yeah. What do you mean, which shouldn't be?
Because you'll have something in the foreground that's in focus, and then you'll have something in the background that's also in focus.
I just like. What do you mean? Why is that not? Why is that not?
Focus on everything, guys.
That's when you're pulling focus. You can't do that with a normal camera. You have to have a special one where you're getting
right. But you say it shouldn't be. Like,
well, do your eyes do that?
Well, just because my eyes, maybe
actually,
the human body is a fucking mess. Maybe it should be. You know, maybe I should be able to focus on close and far away. Mecha Daniel could do it.
Mecha Daniel could do it. Okay, look, guys. He wakes up in the ambulance. Okay?
Weedoo.
Not handcuffed to the fucking bed or anything, because he's the fucking psycho that just almost killed a bunch of people.
It's the 80s.
I figure he's just a drunk driver. He'll sleep it off.
Yeah, get off. No time served.
I mean, what crime did he really do?
That horse.
That horse tripped on its own.
That's true. First off, they blocked the one road to his favorite sandwich shop. What was he supposed to do? Not get a sandwich?
Daniel?
Pretty sure they would have been closed on the 4th of July anyway, being that a national holiday.
Well, it's a good thing it's fucking Liberty Day, which is not on the 4th of July.
Now that's
actually, I bet in Philadelphia. Philadelphia. You get it.
He's gonna be a Philadelphia cheesecake sandwich. Okay, so
cheesecake sandwich.
I'm like, how's he gonna get anywhere now? So I thought he was gonna like steal the ambulance.
I thought he would get on like a cop horse or motorcycle.
Take the cop horse, yeah. Well, he doesn't do that. He's still laying there unconscious, and meanwhile, Burke is talking to Sally. Takes the tape and the audio, tapes it all together.
What are you doing
chucks
that
it in the
for?
river.
Why'd you throw that in the water for?
Why'd you do that?
Oh, no.
Jack's gonna kill you.
Oh, no.
Foreshadowing.
That is foreshadowing.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
Yes, very good.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Wow.
Sally's starting to think, something might be wrong.
I've been talking to this guy for hours, and we've just been walking all over the place.
Yeah, we got all over town. I'm missing the fireworks.
I'm starting to think something's weird here.
Now, Jack wakes up, puts his earbud back in. He's like, I'm like, oh, he's a sound guy. He knows exactly where she is.
It's so nice that none of the paramedics like took any of his stuff away, or the cops took any of his things away. He's got
Why would they?
Nobody thought to take the loot away from your adventures. They still got everything they entered the dungeon with. That's great.
Fantastic. They're running around, and he's running around, and it's like, yeah, you'll find her. Maybe she's up on like a high roof thing. He finally like sees her up there. There's a great scream that happens, and I immediately said, "That's a good scream for your movie."
Oh damn.
Yeah, that was bad.
Now,
oh god.
Did you think Sally survives this?
I thought at first this whole thing, I thought she was still alive.
Yeah.
For one main reason was that didn't look like a whole lot of blood around her neck.
Right.
It's like a thin red line, like maybe he'd started to do,
Oh, so I guess my question is, when you can see that Jack is on like ground floor level, and Burke and Sally are way up there, and they're already struggling. Did you think?
Oh, she shouldn't have survived.
Shouldn't, but did you think he would have gotten there? He was going to get there in time.
Movie magic has already got us this far, so yeah. I thought he was going to get there, but then he started running in slow motion, and I thought maybe it'd have been more productive if he ran in real time.
In real time, and not like slowed it down?
Not super slow. And he's like cutting through people and all that. And I got to tell you, the couple shots of the slow-mo running, I'm not sure which method they used to do it, but I bet that looked fucking hilarious when they were actually shooting it. Because like you can tell, these are like exact. I think it was run slow, and then we'll try to speed everything else up and make it look slow motion or something. I don't know, but he's just like like going through the crowd, and it's just like, and I'm like, oh, I was dying. So was Sally.
Apparently, I was going to be upset if she lived, because there should be no way she would have survived it. Like her head should be coming off.
Plus, I mean, all the mistakes they made, they both should die.
Yeah,
but he finally gets up there.
Yeah, they can't keep failing forward. Something bad has to happen.
Yeah, so he finally gets up there, and he gets behind Burke. And then he gets him with the old, quit stabbing yourself.
God damn it, Kenny.
Why are you stabbing yourself?
My notes say, stop stabbing yourself. Stop stabbing yourself. Stop stabbing yourself.
That's what I'd say. He does. He grabs Burke's fists with the little stabby thing in it and just starts ramming it into Burke's chest.
Do you like that?
And then Burke's like,
do you like that?
You got
Stop
me.
hitting yourself. Now, and then, okay, here's the thing, Kenny. He's looking down at Sally, but his expression that he's making, to me, it looks like a monkey trying to figure out how to open a jar. It's just
he's doing like this.
So many mouth.
He's supposed to be winded after that sprint he did up all those stairs and stuff, but I don't think he actually is. So he's trying to pretend to be, and also upset.
But he's also hooting at me like I'm in his tree.
And then he's like, Sally, the fireworks are so beautiful. I don't know if he says that. I wrote that.
All the CG, not CGI, but blue screen fireworks.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And then all of a sudden,
it looked really cool.
It's winter.
I'm like, it's Christmas. So good news, guys. This also counts as one of our Christmas shows.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
What makes it Christmas?
The snow.
The snow, obviously. Snow is fireworks, 4th of July, snow is Christmas.
It's canon.
Okay, but now I would say, like, if there was a Christmas tree.
It didn't pan around. You would have seen all of the trees had Christmas lights in them.
I think if Mr. De Palma wanted me to see that, I would have seen it.
He could have done it, in focus with something else in focus.
Question. So
answer.
Let's just assume Liberty Day is in July.
4th of July, in fact.
Okay.
July 9th. Isn't that what Daniel said?
That's for
July 8th. July 8th.
They celebrate the Portugal one. So
when do you think's the earliest it could start snowing in Philadelphia?
Less than northern country.
The earliest?
So.
Yeah.
I would say probably October, maybe. I don't know. But
October,
November?
Ask Jadar. That's his region.
So let's say it's been at least 3 months.
Okay,
sure.
That's not October or November.
That would be September, but at least. Okay.
If this is July, that would be October, yes.
What did I say, though?
That's
said it
something that just wasn't
October
right.
is the 10th month. July is the 7th, so that's 3.
Are they just now using the sound to finish the movie? Couldn't they have done that a month earlier ago? Why has so much time passed?
Earlier ago.
They gave him some time off because of his trauma. Maybe.
When he
what trauma? I don't think anyone.
For someone else.
I don't think anyone knows he was there.
They don't. I mean, Donahue does.
This is a further issue I have with the movie.
The
first time when we cut with the movie. When we cut to winter, I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna do a Sally's recovered, she wasn't dead.
That's what I thought
kind
too.
of thing.
Especially since it just looked like she had like a little bit of a neck
but that's
rash,
not what we're doing.
Actually,
we're doing the Grizzly Man.
No,
the
So,
yeah.
He gets to the studio and they're playing her fucking scream from when her actually getting murdered for that shower scene at the beginning of the movie. So that comment I made earlier, Ryan, where you're like, oh
no.
I was like, no, they did not. That is the most morbid fucking thing. Like, it was already bad enough when he was listening to her death over and over again, but then they put it in that fucking movie.
That's pretty good.
But then I'm like, did they out the fucking murder of the governor though?
Nope.
Did that ever go to the fucking press?
No. As far as I can tell, that once Sally's dead, they say, well, one, they say that Sally killed Burke, and so they...
Which, I mean, any minor detective work could prove that didn't happen.
Right.
No, well, but that they got the detective from the hospital, and they're talking to Burke's dead body, and they're like, who killed you? And they're like, this girl killed you.
Okay.
Say nothing if this girl killed you.
If you don't want me to eat you, say something. Exactly. It's that kind of situation.
Say no more, fam.
It's like, got it.
So, what was the fucking point at the end of the day? Like, I don't see how you can be Frank, go through all of this shit, and not still be like, okay, to honor all this bullshit we went through, we need to still get this out there.
You mean Jack?
The guy killed...
Who the fuck is
Who
Frank?
the fuck is Frank?
Oh, God damn it, Jack.
You mean Frank Reynolds?
Frank is Donahue.
You know what Daniel and I were discussing earlier? Like, we need the gang to be in on this plot somehow, and they're causing all kinds of, like...
It is Philly.
Yeah, exactly.
We could do a lot of movies with the gang. They don't always have to be like the main cast, but they could be.
They're just causing problems for the other characters.
This could have been another one. Creep was one, obviously.
Yes,
yeah,
well, Creep for sure.
Famously,
but yes, Kenny, there's
famously.
Yeah, I think Jack just after Sally's dead realized like, what the hell was this even for?
Exactly.
It could have been for something because he could have still outed it.
It was for that scream.
Because you know what?
It's a good
I
scream.
don't care about... You got the scream.
It's a good
I don't
scream.
care about the governor's family at this point. All right?
I forgot about him.
I liked.
I didn't care about that family at any point.
Yeah, so you know what? Hey, he was in there with this lady who, she was cool. She's a friend of mine, but that wasn't his wife, though. I'm not saying what they're doing. That's up for you guys to decide. She was a good person, but the governor? Maybe not. She doesn't watch the news. She didn't know he was married. Okay? Not her fault.
I mean, the ring on the finger, probably.
That's
a promise ring.
They weren't sexing. That was a promise ring to God. That's a purity ring. God damn it! But
so
you know
wait,
what?
you promised yourself to God? You looking to bang God?
Who is it?
Eventually.
I'm a sound guy. Okay,
Ooh.
I sound guy figured this shit out. He dead. This guy killed him. Great. Oh God, what was the point? I like the poster for this movie where it really makes the bathroom chick that gets killed like a prominent part of the story when it's just kind of a quick one-off thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a picture of the feet dangling in the air with one like high heel off, and then the toothbrush is on the floor under her dangling feet, and there's toilet paper lying around. And I'm like, that wasn't that big, like a major part of the movie for our main characters, so I don't understand why that's the poster, but I love it. It's very artsy. Did you guys like this movie?
Yes.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's
not perfect, but what is?
It's very well shot.
Well, it's a De Palma film, you know?
Very good shot compositions.
Now, talk to me about sound and musical cues, Daniel. Talk to me about the saxophone on that ass, Daniel.
That part, that didn't... That's 80s, you know? That's old. That's old music.
Saxophone
So
in the 80s.
it's just like... It's like... I don't even know. It's like she mentioned her ass, and then her ass... like responded,
played a saxophone.
The saxophone, yes.
The ending little music when he's sitting in the snow, that's really good. Ryan made a face like it's not.
No, the face I'm making is because in my head he's listening to Sally getting murdered, and he's just been listening to it for months now, and that's what he does when he's alone.
But now it has like a classical score.
Like he seems almost
imagine that guy from Grizzly Man. Okay, he's getting eaten by the bear. But what happens if we put it next to Tubular Bells? Okay, can you imagine? Isn't it great?
Is that prog rock?
What's more prog rock than getting eaten by a bear?
Ankle first by a hungry bear.
Hungry bear.
Tell me that. You get it.
You get it.
I get it.
The look on Travolta's face, on Jack's face when he's like there, like in his director buddy's like, oh, this scream is great. Like he's just like, he's gone. He's fucking.
Yeah,
I think he's gone full fucking psychopath.
I feel like this is the best acting I've seen Travolta do.
So this is really good. Yeah. But he's also good in, Saturday Night Fever.
That's what I was gonna say. Saturday Night Fever.
Never seen it.
What's that one where he's an angel? Michael.
That's not him.
That is
where
him.
he comes down.
I've decided it's not.
Okay, that's
What's
fine.
that other one? Let's
Broken
see.
Arrow. It's fun.
Broken. Was he a bull rider in a movie? Maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
no, guys, I didn't
seconds?
say. Okay, I feel like you're misunderstanding.
Urban
what I
Cowboy.
said.
Was that him?
You're taking what I said to be. This is the best acting Travolta's ever done. No, that's not what I said. What I said is this is the best acting I've ever seen him do. And then you list a bunch of shit I haven't seen.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I got you.
I'm gonna say some more titles you haven't seen.
Let's see here.
Just to round it out.
Grease.
I've seen Grease, but I wouldn't say.
I wouldn't say the acting in Grease is why you.
Hairspray.
Never seen that.
No Hairspray.
Wild Hogs.
No.
Definitely didn't see Wild Hogs. Also, I would wager that he's awful in it.
The Punisher.
Which Punisher? He's in the good one?
The Tom Jane one.
I haven't seen it.
Bullshit.
General's Daughter.
Face Off. Fucking Face Off.
Face Off.
I have seen the
son of a
I have
bitch.
seen. I haven't seen Face Off, but I have seen The General's Daughter.
Swear to God. You haven't seen Face Off?
No. What's it about?
Okay, 2 words. Nicolas
Pulp
Cage.
Fiction.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 2 words. Face.
Off and off. You haven't seen Pulp Fiction?
Right, but I don't like Pulp Fiction, so.
Oh, apparently he got the role in Pulp Fiction because of this movie. Is what the trivia said. Look who's talking, and look who's talking too. Podcast favorite movie that we've mentioned at least twice.
I thought that was Bruce Willis.
He's the voice of the baby. John Travolta's the dad.
Oh,
He's- Jeez.
Urban Cowboy though. That's
wait,
a
is
movie.
Bruce Willis is the baby?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
also
okay.
he was in Carrie.
that's right. But his acting was Like this shows. Yeah.
John Travolta, up and comer. Look him up. He's got a
Real
few
good.
movies. I think he's going
How
places.
come none of y'all listed Battlefield Blur?
There's a reason we don't want to get them involved, Daniel. We don't want that kind of heat. Them.
We can't take it.
The Ant
we can't
movie.
Take it.
We don't want that kind of colony coming after
gosh.
us.
Now, if you want to have like a fun time with someone who has a very particular set of skills and they use it to solve crimes, like skills that are useful in the movie business, you're going to want to watch the FX movies, 1 and 2. Guy uses his special effects skills to solve these crazy situations, and it's phenomenal.
I'm gonna recommend.
And it's like Crocodile Dundee, but
the
FX.
Korean movie The Chaser.
What are their skills?
He doesn't really have any skills, but he's also an ex-cop guy, and
The sound guy.
He's not a sound guy, but the ending of this reminded me of the ending to that.
I don't know if it's good yet, but it looks good. The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling. He's a stuntman. He has to go like find where the actor went, and it looks hilarious. That's a movie skill that he has, is being able
You're
to.
recommending a movie you haven't seen.
Yeah, it looks really
Now
good. And I'm gonna see it.
That's bold.
Have you seen Ryan Gosling? He is so hot right now. He cannot miss.
I didn't see Barbie.
It can't miss.
I also name another Ryan Gosling movie. I don't think I've
La
seen
La
any.
Land.
Nope.
The Notebook.
Nope.
He was in an episode of Goosebumps.
You know what I did see? I saw Drive. That's what I saw.
Drive's a fucking movie. Okay.
You like things?
Did you watch the new Blade Runner? Have you seen the original Blade Runner?
I don't like Blade Runner. Next question.
Oh. If Ryan Gosling asked you to kiss, would you say yes?
To kiss him?
Yeah.
I would say yes. Just be like that. You know what, guys? You're never gonna believe what happened to me. I fucking kissed Ryan Gosling.
I mean, that's a good story. The Nice Guys, that's a good movie he's in.
Nope.
I'm gonna list off a bunch of movies about this actor who's not in this movie. Because this is what we do here. Murder by Numbers.
Easy 10-minute cut right here.
No problem.
He was young Hercules.
And what? In Young Hercules?
Young Hercules. Yeah.
Young Hercules?
He
was
played
young
Kevin.
Hercules?
He played Kevin in an episode of Kung Fu: The Legend Continues.
That's crazy. Ryan needs to recommend a movie or a thing.
Ryan doesn't ever recommend things. Do
he
Deadly
not?
Premonition, Ryan.
Don't recommend that one. Got nothing to do with this. Doesn't take place on Portuguese Independence Day.
Nick of Time.
Is that the Johnny Depp?
Yep.
Okay. I like that one.
Maybe watch Enemy of the State.
Is that the one with Johnny Depp?
Nope.
That's Will Smith. What's that Mel Gibson conspiracy movie? Is it Conspiracy?
It's called Conspiracy, yeah.
That's a good movie.
Eh.
Ryan loves every Mel Gibson movie and everything Mel Gibson has been about in his real life. He's a big fan of Mel Gibson the person and actor second.
Wait, I thought we were talking about Mel Brooks.
Well,
no, everybody loves Mel Brooks.
To talk about Mel Brooks, someone would have had to have said Mel Brooks.
But you said the comedy Mel, didn't you?
No, he did not. He said conspiracy. Let us put our listening ears on Ryan.
The conspiracy movie called Conspiracy.
Which is not a parody?
No, it's not.
No.
You haven't seen it? Jodie Foster? I think it's Jodie Foster.
That's a good movie. I'll tell you that much. Murder by Numbers is also a good movie, though.
Are you fucking with me, Ryan?
I wouldn't. What?
You messing with me?
Oh, shit. It's Conspiracy Theory. God
Conspiracy Theory, right? That's why Ryan was confused.
Conspiracy Theory with Patrick Stewart. I'm with you now. And
no, it's Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts. And Patrick Stewart, yeah.
I was going to say, wait, what?
Yeah, you got, no. I wasn't saying you got Patrick Stewart mixed up with Julia Roberts.
Jodie Foster.
Dale was wrong earlier.
I think I know the difference.
What am I thinking of?
Do I really?
Jodie Foster?
Yeah,
you
Panic Room. That's what I'm thinking of.
That's a movie, too.
David Fincher. I also thought this kind of reminded me like a little bit of David Fincher's Zodiac, just in how the characters obsess over a thing.
I like Zodiac. I like De Palma's Black Dahlia movie. Go watch more De Palma films, and then you'll sound like a film guy.
You sound like a real film guy. Then you
when
can.
When people say De Palma, like you sound like a film guy.
Got a real eye for the camera. On the camera, with the camera.
Up and down, you know. Well,
what's next? Do we do that anymore?
Nope.
Well, we gave up on that because we're going to be shifting things around. We're moving stuff around.
What do we wish would be next? You know.
Well, this is 4th of July, so after this, we wish it would be
the 5th of July. If the 5th came after the 4th, I think that would be perfect.
Is Titanic 666 going to be after that? Wait, no, July?
No.
Were we doing Sharks all month?
Look.
How are we doing Sharks all month if you've already fucked up the start of the month with this?
That's Ryan's fault.
Not one shark in this.
Not one shark. I don't know. Manny's a shark. Let's look. Let me look here. Let me look here.
I wanted it off the top of the dome. I don't want you to actually look because that takes time. And I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh God, we also like the last voyage of the Demeter is scheduled for the day after this. So,
but you can release. I mean, you know, if you finish you can release it whenever you want.
Yeah, I knew we were going crazy with the release schedule. You dropped everything off the release schedule, but I thought we still had a theme for July.
I thought that meant we were canceled.
Wait, we're doing Chaws this year.
Is that my birthday?
No, your birthday is Ernest Scared Stupid.
Right, but what about my other birthday? Because I get 2.
It's Chaws.
That's a good movie. That should be my birthday.
Go.
It's I got 2 birthdays. Boom, boom, boom.
Wait, we don't got an episode scheduled for my birthday. And Daniel gets one every year.
Hey, well, get a better month, loser.
Goddamn. Well. As always, I've been your just call the fucking reporter back. Your fucking phone works, host. Kenny.
I'm your dead politician, Daniel.
I'm surrounded by hosts who just always keep failing the parameters of this podcast, Ryan.
I exceed.
I'm peeking all over the place.
I got turtle head peeking. That's what I got.